Isabella Carbajal.
585, ready.
Welcome to the Robinson Creek Healthcare and Hospice broadcast of Bowie Bulldogs football on the Vype Live Broadcast Network. Presented by Defender Police Supply, Brave Care, and Circle C Orthodontics. Bowie Bulldogs football on Vype Live is also brought to you by the Carlson Law Firm, Top Gun Equipment Rentals, Womack Real Estate, Nance Orthodontics, McLean Family Dental, Firehouse Subs, Family Dentistry on Manshack, Dina Davis Team, Jersey Mike's, Specified Water Systems, UBEO, Princeton Review, Mighty Fine, Chick-fil-A, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, Waterloo Ice House, Torchy's Tacos, More Than a Teacher, Bolden Acres, Pie Bar, and Austin Community College. And now, along with producer Shane Showinski and color analyst Stephen Foster, here's the voice of the Bowie Bulldogs, Dee Hanson.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight here from Burger Stadium as we gather together to start the final three games of a stretch of the regular season. The Bowie Bulldogs pitted against the Akins Eagles. This game is powered by Robinson Creek Healthcare and Hospice right here along the Vype Live Network. My name is Dee Hanson, and I am joined by my broadcast partner and Steve Foster. Last week, the Bowie Bulldogs beat the Johnson Jaguars 49-7, which all but assured the Dogs of a trip to the playoffs. Tonight, with the win against Akins, it will be official. Bowie put together one of their more complete performances when it counted last week in a game that saw the defense collect 6 sacks, force 3 turnovers, while 6 different players scored touchdowns via a highly efficient performance from senior quarterback Connor Kenyon, who connected on 70% of his passes. The biggest oddity from last week's win, do everything running back and leading scorer of the Bulldog offense, Max Barnes, was held scoreless for the first time this season. Coach Abels hopes his team will stay focused and not let their guard down here tonight, taking on the Akins Eagles, a team that Bowie has yet to lose to in 18 straight games. This has been a rough year for Akins. Their second-year head coach, Joey Sachs, to say the least. Sitting at 0-8 on the year, 0-6 in District 26-6A play, the Eagles have scored over 7 points once this year and allowed teams to score over 50 in 5 of the 8 games they've played so far. The Eagles only return 11 lettermen from last year and have been trying to get that gelling going all season long. It hasn't happened so far, and the Bulldogs are hoping to keep that at bay as well. Coming up, we'll run through the starting lineups and get the kickoff of tonight's contest between the Akins Eagles and the Bowie Bulldogs under the Friday night lights at Burger Stadium. You're listening to Bowie Bulldog football, presented to you by Robinson Creek Healthcare and Hospice along the Vype Live Network.
Do you have an aging parent or grandparent who needs health care at home? Robinson Creek Home Health and Hospice can help. Our skilled, compassionate healthcare staff treats patients right where they want to be, in the comfort of their home. Robinson Creek offers personalized programs including cardiac care, wound care, diabetes and medication management, orthopedic care and therapy, as well as hospice care. We're a local, female-owned company committed to doing things right. Visit rchomehealthhospice.com today.
At Defender Police Supply, we specialize in public safety. Our automatic license plate recognition cameras and software help solve as well as prevent crimes. We also offer a variety of security cameras, tactical equipment like body armor and ballistic shields, as well as infrared and thermal scopes. Defender Police Supply serves law enforcement, neighborhood associations, businesses, residential properties, and schools. Call me, Jason Bram, at 512-887-2577 or visit us online at defenderpolicesupply.com.
At Brave Care, we provide primary and urgent care tailored for kids ages 0 to 21. We do everything from regular checkups, sports physicals, and 24/7 support from our nurses by chat or over the phone. We even offer x-rays so you don't have to wait hours at the ER. Our Brave Care Clinic is located conveniently in Circle C between the two child development centers. We offer same-day appointments 365 days a year so we can always fit into your schedule. Find us at bravecare.com and through our Brave Care app.
At Circle C Orthodontics, Dr. Fidel Del Toro and Dr. Jonathan Kimes love making beautiful, healthy smiles. Utilizing the latest advances in technology and techniques, the team at Circle C Ortho can help you look better and feel better, too. Their practice philosophy focuses on patient-centered, personalized care. They take the time to get to know you as a person, not just a set of teeth or braces. Circle C Orthodontics, no referral needed. All insurance plans welcome and affordable payment options available. More information at austin-braces.com, 512-394-0930.
Back here along the Vype Live network and joined by my broadcast partner, Steve Foster. My name is Dee Hanson, and thanks for joining us here tonight. A beautiful evening as the lights are in full effect here from Burger Stadium, and the Akins Eagles are the home team, by the way, in a facility that both Bowie and Akins share. They flip-flop each year, Steve, and so now Akins has their turn, and it happens to be homecoming night as well for the Eagles. 75 degrees is our game start temp, and the humidity around 30%. There is a bit of a breeze also that at least started that way. I think it's died down after looking at the flags to our right in the east end zone. And so far, it has been exactly the bounce-back kind of effort you would hope for the Bowie Bulldogs after taking that rough loss against Dripping Springs. They've won their last two now, both against Austin High and Johnson. With 3 games remaining on the schedule, this is a big one here for Bowie nonetheless. And I know that Johnson game was one that most people felt had to go in the way of the Bowie Bulldogs. It did in convincing fashion. It could have been even into the 50-point range had a field goal been made. But aside from that, Bowie now with 3 games remaining, Akins tonight, and then Westlake on a Thursday night, the final Thursday night game of the season, at 4 on the docket going into the year, and then they'll travel to take on the Lake Travis Cavaliers at Cavalier Stadium. So, with all that said, Akins comes in at 0-8, 0-6, and 0-4 here at Burger, and after a surprisingly positive and good year last year, in which saw the Eagles win 4 games in the first year as head coach for Joey Sachs. This year has been the exact opposite and really very difficult for Coach Sachs going in. His 11th season at Akins, his 2nd season as the head coach, taking over from Humberto Garza, with only 11 Letterman coming back, and that doesn't make it that much easier for this team. So let's go through the starting lineups very quickly here. First, for the Akins Eagles, they will have Ben Cooper as the offensive coordinator in his first year, and they're running a multiple, which changes from a spread tee, almost a slot tee from a year ago. A.B. Gonzalez is the quarterback wearing number 10. He's a junior. You also have fullback Jalen Lopez wearing number 32, a senior, and running back is J.P. Lopez, wearing number 34, a junior. Wideouts include Jamal Loving. He is the leading receiver for the team, wearing number 8, a junior. Also, Jake Copeland wears number 3, a senior. And Caleb Stever wears number 42, a senior. Left to right in the offensive line is Jamarion Carter, wears number 74, a sophomore. And still on that left side, Eloy Aspersion wears number 51. He's also a sophomore. 2 juniors, and Alberto Trevino wears number 50, and Isaac Navarro at right guard wears number 61. And the lone senior on the offensive line is Brian Villapando, wears number 55. And that rounds out the offense for the Eagles. Defensive side of the football, Jerry De La Huerta in his 2nd year as the DC. And they're, again, switching. They were a 3-4 from a year ago, now at a 4-3. The interior lineman on that 4-3 front, Gabe Trevino, wears number 65, a senior, and Eloy Aspersion, again, wears number 51, a senior. Your ends are Javier Rodriguez, wears number 43, and Brian Villapando, wears number 55, both seniors. Linebackers in the middle is Micah Thomas, 2nd-team All-District player from a year ago, wears number 13, a senior. Also, other linebackers include Logan Roush, wears number 17, a senior, and Paul Gomez, wears number 52, a junior. Corners include Jalen Lopez, wears number 32, and Jamal Loving, whereas number 8. And your safeties, Ernesto Gonzalez leads the team in tackles with 43. He's a sophomore, whereas number 5, Jake Copeland, is the free safety, whereas number 3, a senior. So this is a team that's giving up over 52 points per game on the year and scoring just over 5. That is a tough dichotomy for any kind of success on the scoreboard. For Bowie, head coach, of course, is Jeff Abels in his 21st year. 146 wins, 84 losses. Bowie comes in at 6-1, 4-1 in district, and 3-1 here at Berger. And again, have the inside track for the making the playoffs. They are the 4th and final team as it sits, aside from Lake Travis, who they've not played yet. Both teams sit at 4-1. Drip does have the tiebreaker, also at 4-1, and Westlake is an outright winner so far. The season ended today at 5-0. The defense for Coach Abels has Darren Pittman in his 6th year as the defensive coordinator, and he, of course, runs that 3-3 stack. Your nose tackles, Garrett Gibson, whereas number 62, a junior. The ends are Frankie Jankowski, whereas number 90, a senior, and Aaron Gall, whereas number 18, also a senior. Linebackers include Brady Bram. He is first on the team in tackles with 52. He wears number 12, a senior. Tris Danaher wears number 30, a senior. Inside weak side linebackers, Jake Cole wears number 48, a senior. And Braylon Thomas, a bandit, wears number 28, a junior. Corners are Dower Powell, wears number 21, a senior. And Josh Maria wears number 5, a senior. Rovers, Alex Luck wears number 43, a senior. And free safety, Wes York wears number 13, a senior. And Dub on the year, leading the team in interceptions. He has 4, including 1 last week. The offense, Ty Brandian leading the way. There's the offensive coordinator in his 16th season and has spread a very multiple offense. And Connor Kennan, his quarterback, whereas number 10, the Sam commit, is a senior. Max Barnes at tailback, whereas number 25, a senior. And your wideouts include Jacob Castle, whereas number 9, a senior. Nehemiah Smith-Livingston, whereas number 8, a senior. And Carmine Ellie, whereas number 14, a junior. From left to right in the offensive line, it's Justice Trumpler, whereas number 72, a junior. Diego Perez, whereas number 63, a senior. Tony Bahina, whereas number 52, a senior, also elected captain on the team. Ethan McMahon, whereas number 77, a senior. At right guard and right tackle is Pete Karanikas, whereas number 54, a senior. Tight end, usually Aaron Gall, whereas number 18, a senior. Although Rio Pittman, who had a breakout game last week with 3 catches, 48 yards, and a score against Johnson, whereas number 2, he is a senior. That rounds out the lineups for both teams, as both teams are out onto the field and ready for the coin toss at the 50-yard line. Our officials here tonight, Jeff Womble is your red hat or white hat, and your umpire is Troy Merrick. Head linesman is Dre Lord. Mark Sawyer is the line judge, and back judge is Brendan Musser. The Akins Eagles are in their navy blue tops, white pants, and gold letters, numbers, and white trim with the white helmets. Bowie in their away gray tops, black pants, black letters, numbers, and red trim, and black helmets.
And the captain.
And we are set and ready to go here. Tony Bahina, one captain, Dub York, Max Barnes, and Aaron Gall are your 4 representatives for the Bowie Bulldogs at midfield for the coin toss. And a sparse crowd on hand here tonight between these two schools that, again, share Berger Stadium. Coin toss has been made. And Bowie has won the coin toss and is elected to defer. And we're still waiting for the teams to position themselves to see where they're going to be kicking away, and Bowie will be kicking away from the east end zone to the west. Quick thoughts here, Steve. What you'd like to, what the coaching staff for Bowie would like to see in this football game, along with Akins.
Well, I tell you, one thing is to get Max Barnes back into the end zone. Not that that's an issue, especially with the way the offense moves the ball around. A couple of touchdowns to the wide receivers apiece last week. Carmine Eli being a recipient of that. But I think you want to get Max Barnes back into the end zone, and then get enough reps on the defensive side, because you're going to go into the part of the district and then possibly the playoffs that you're playing teams ranked in the state of Texas.
The expectation is that we might see some players that don't normally see game time early in this game, but still you want to keep players fresh. So color guard coming out onto the field. That will be something to look forward to in this game here tonight. For the Akins Eagles, they also, much like Johnson last week, had lost their quarterback around third or fourth game of the year. D. Thompson, also unable to go the last couple of games as well. He was the starting quarterback coming into this contest in the first 5 games at least. And it will again be A.B. Gonzalez, who has had a rough go at it to start, completing 29% of his passes with no touchdowns and 4 picks.
Respect to all our loved ones who have battled or are battling this disease. The Akins Early College High School community, its fans, players, and coaches are
we are set and ready to go here from Berger.
to defeat cancer.
As
For our friends,
here
our families,
is our
community, please stand together
our national
for a
anthem.
moment of silence in support of all those this disease has touched.
First a moment of silence.
Thank you. And now the national anthem.
National anthem here from Berger, and we are set and ready to go as the Akins Eagles will be on offense first to start out the evening against the Bulldogs. Asked a few of the coaches and also the fans, Steve, how awkward and weird it feels at your own home stadium that you have to be on the visitor side, but that in and of itself shouldn't be that big of a factor going into this contest between these two. Last night, Anderson took on Del Valle and the Trojans with the victory, 38-21 over the Cardinals at Veterans Stadium. The majority of teams going into this that game last night and then into Friday night's affairs all had at least 5 games under their belts in district play, and then we had 3 teams with 6. Johnson has the open date; they are at 3-3. Anderson with the victory now 2-5, and Akins at 1-5. And then you have Austin High, and then Del Valle now at 1-5, has 6 games under the belt. But then you have Bowie, Lake Travis, Dripping Springs, and Westlake all with 5 games so far. And with that, between those 4 teams, the upper echelon, if you will, Westlake sits still with the most points scored in the district, 259, in Dripping Springs defense. What a incredible job they've done to this point with 42 given up. And that's how it has been for the majority of the season for the Tigers. Talk about their offense a lot, but their defense is playing out of this world. Tonight, Austin High is at Westlake at Chaparral Stadium. Lake Travis in the Big Tilt on the evening in 26-6A hosting the Dripping Springs Tigers. And so we'll try to monitor that also as the evening goes on. As it sits today, if the season ended today, irregardless to what happened with Vandy and Cedar Ridge last night, which Vandy won, I think 29-7, something like that, the way it sits right now in the bi-district playoffs, we'll get to here in a second. Here's the kickoff, going from right to left from their own 40-yard line. And kicking it away and angling it right-hand side is Alex Luck. And it'll be fielded across the field now. Right-hand side, breaking it back into the 20, 25, and down at about the 27-yard line for the return. And a lot of ground covered on that last run. That by number 16. We're already starting out really well here with not being on the roster.
Well, I tell you, you ran probably 35 yards and got to the 26. That just shows you east and west on this field is going to be a lot better than north and south.
Imagine that Ben Cooper, the offensive coordinator, is going to do his best to also drain as much clock off of this game as he can. High snap collected by Gonzalez and throws it out right-hand side, faking the handoff. Near side sideline. Nice move up to the 30-yard line here for the Eagles, and they will move up the field for about 4 yards. That's to Jalen Lopez, his 9th reception of the season, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 6 here for the Eagles.
Good play to pick up 4 yards on first down. Gives the Eagles a little breathing room and opens up that playbook.
Gonzalez, the junior, out of the shotgun, has a little bit of length on him. He's pretty tall. Now back to pass. Here comes the rush up the middle. He's in trouble and sacked all the way back to the 25-yard line. A loss of around 4 on the play. Back to the original line of scrimmage to the 26. That wipes out the 4-yard gain and makes it 3rd and 10.
Yeah, stalemate there. Chess Donaher, the leading tackler on the team. No, I mean, Jake Cole's the leading tackler on the team.
Brady Bram's the leading tackler on the team.
Yes, that
You're
guy.
Close.
All 3 who are second-level linebackers in the top 3 of tackles. Excuse me, Brady.
Danner is 2nd, so you're close. Trips left-hand side, 1 right, play action, roll out against the grain, throwing, and nobody in the vicinity. How do you get rid of that was Gonzalez. And that will bring up a 4th down. Apparently there's a penalty on the flag. There is on the 16-yard line. This might be roughing the passer. No?
So you're out of the pocket, but you have to get the ball back to the line of scrimmage if you throw the ball away as a quarterback there.
Which, irrelevant anyway. It was going to be 4th down as it is. It'll be declined by Bowie.
Well, with the loss of down, you could actually accept the penalty.
Either way, it's moot.
Which is saying because of a loss of down. Usually if it would still have stayed 3rd down, you may not accept it. But here,
Eli back to receive at his own 45. It will be accepted based on that. Move it back a little bit farther. To the 16 it goes.
Punt formation.
Theo Martinez to kick away from his own 5-yard line. Carmine Eli back to receive now at the 45 of Akins. Snap back. Here it comes near block, and I think it was at least tipped at the point of where it was punted. A slow roller near side sideline is touched up at the 35-yard line. And there is a flag at around the 6, and we'll see if this is roughing the kicker, and if it's that, is it the 15-yard automatic first down variety? It is not. But if you're Akins, you accept this and you re-kick. And we are waiting on that.
No, it's running into the kicker. Not roughing.
Okay. Did I say that it was roughing
No,
the kicker?
but I think...
Don't worry about the P announcer.
The bad
this
thing
is not
about
the fast start that we expected.
the bad thing is if you accept the penalty and you kick it again, you already know you got a nervous punter. Even if you move this ball 5 yards forward for running into the kicker, you kick the ball at the 21, you're still going to catch the ball inside the 10. And you're going to be thinking about the nightmares of the last play. It's still 4th down and 15.
Still agree with the accepting, considering where the ball was going to be placed.
Okay.
At the 34. Here's Martinez again. He does get it away. Wobbly kick hits again on the near sideline at around the 42. It takes an eagle roll past the 46, or past the 45 to the 46-yard line. And that's where it'll be a 1st down and 10 in Eagle territory already here for this Bowie offense.
Short field.
Bulldogs averaging around 37 points per game, 5.5 yards per carry, and 10.5 yards per throw. Connor Kenyon at quarterback. 4 wideouts, 2 split to each side. Ball on the near side hash going right to left. Max Barnes to his right. Receivers left in Nehemiah Smith-Livingston and Rio Pittman. And it will be a keeper running at near side sideline is Connor Kenyon, and he will get nearly 10 yards. He might be about a half yard shy of the 1st down, and a wise choice on keeping that instead of handing it off to Barnes.
Shows you how much respect Max Barnes gets with a play fake that allows Connor Kenyon really to just waltz this near sideline for 9 yards on the first play.
2nd and 1 now. And man in motion is Carmine Eli out on the right-hand side now. And he'll flare out to Eli, and he will catch it, get the 1st down and more. Far side sideline, and he is drug out of bounds and then hit down of bounds, and that will be a late hit as well, as Carmine Eli was well done on that play. And we'll have the 1st down at the 28-yard line and tack on 50 more yards at the end of that.
Yeah, that's not a good look for the defense on the far side. Carmine Eli was way out of bounds. I think they may have tried to hold him up, but if you have a rusher or a receiver of the ball that far out of bounds, if he goes to the ground, you're going to draw that penalty no matter what.
That was Micah Thomas. He was driving him to the ground well out of bounds on the far side sideline, and so Bowie with a zone read keeper by the quarterback, getting 9 yards, and then a flare pass out right-hand side to Carmine, and now Pittman in motion will be the up man. Get a 1st down at the 15-yard line, handoff straight up the middle. Here's Barnes, and he will get to the 1. That's a 1st down run, and it's 1st down and goal to go here for the Bulldogs at the 1-yard line of Akins.
Well, whatever you want to call it, youth football, dive left. It's between the guard and the tackle. That's the B gap. And a great push up front by the offensive line. And Max Barnes on his first carry, yes, as you're right, picks up a 1st down, 1st and goal inside the 3.
Wild dog, and Barnes will be out there as the quarterback, and Braylon Thomas to his right-hand side. Punch that one through. There's a flag on the play. This might be offsides against Akins. We'll see. 9:24 left here in the 1st quarter. We're going to wait for the penalty to be announced. It's offsides against Akins. That will be declined. The point is good, and Bowie has the early lead here at Berger, 7-0. 9:24 left in the 1st quarter play against Akins. This is Bowie football.
At Defender Police Supply, we specialize in public safety. Our automatic license plate recognition cameras and software help solve as well as prevent crimes. We also offer a variety of security cameras, tactical equipment like body armor and ballistic shields, as well as infrared and thermal scopes. Defender Police Supply serves law enforcement, neighborhood associations, businesses, residential properties, and schools. Call me, Jason Bram, at 512-887-2577 or visit us online at defenderpolicesupply.com.
Are you looking for high-quality, compassionate health care for your aging parent or grandparent? Robinson Creek Home Health and Hospice can help. We offer a variety of home health and hospice care services, all administered in the comfort of home. Our skilled, knowledgeable nurses and therapists help your loved ones recover and manage their conditions. And in most cases, our services are 100% covered by Medicare. We're a local female-owned company committed to doing things right. Visit rchomehealthhospice.com today.
Back in business at Berger. That was a 2-yard touchdown run, not one, by Max Barnes, making it 7-0 here. And Bowie starting out at around the 45-yard line on that drive in Eagle territory. Here's the kick away, out right-hand side, fielded at the 14-yard line, far side of the field. Brought back in again, number 16's not on the list, and then he gets blasted by Braylon Thomas at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Eagles at their own 26, and the Bowie defense back out onto the field.
That was a cannon hit, and right in front of us to our left, and Braylon Thomas covering one of the more versatile players for the Bulldogs, offense, defense, and hustling down on special teams. What a great hit right in front of us.
Junior with 31 tackles on the year, a forced fumble, and an interception so far. Boy, does he do a whale of a job at that bandit back position. 2 receivers, right-hand side, 1 left, and Gonzalez will hand it off. Out right-hand side with the run is Lopez. Jalen Lopez will gain a yard on the play. And actually, that's J.P. Lopez.
Yes.
Who's the leading rusher on the team with 140 on the season on 66 carries, averaging 2.1 yards per rush.
Well, Aaron Gall kept him under that as he meets him immediately between the tackle and the tight end, the C gap, as Aaron Gall keeps that corner tight.
Trips left-hand side, 1 receiver outright, and Jamal Loving, he is the leading receiver on the team. High snap back, and then throw out left is incomplete by Gonzalez. A converted wide receiver to quarterback. And short arm that one with not a lot of anybody really to throw to. I don't know who that was to, actually.
Frankie Jankowski barreling down from his right defensive end position, and now 18 and 90 asserting themselves. And I love your guy. I'm starting to fall in love with Garrett Gibson, number 62 in the middle. He may not be the most sizable guy on a football field, but he takes on the interior of an offensive line D like nobody else.
You're the nose tackle on a 3-3, and you're second on the team in sacks. That is quite a number.
Unbelievable.
Aaron Gall with 5.5 to lead the team. Here comes the rush up the middle, and then now running with the football and just tripped up with the shoelaces is Gonzalez. He'll get to the 30-yard line for about a 2-yard gain. He would have gotten a lot more had that not happened, and now it'll be a 4th down and around 6 to go here for the Eagles, and they'll be forced to punt once again.
Tress Danaher, again, number 30. The second, and we talked about the linebackers. They're supposed to be the tacklers. You mentioned Garrett Gibson and the feat that he's pulled off as a nose tackle, but Brady Bram and Jake Cole and Tress Danaher, the linebacking core for Bowie, unbelievable.
Here's Martinez to kick it away for the 3rd time in the game. This one, the 2nd time, though, counting again, unless there's a penalty on the play. He's averaging just over 28 yards per kick, and this one he does get away also just in the nick of time. Hitting at the 42-yard line, Carmine Eli will go ahead and pick it up. Near side sideline is the 45 midfield, and then he will try to stay in as well. Still eludes tacklers, goes out of bounds at around the 43-yard line. A very aggressive take and a pickup of the football by Carmine Eli, and because of that, he's at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10 for an Eagle territory once again for the Bowie offense.
Oh, I love the fact that Carmine Eli got comfortable enough to pick that ball up on the punt, because that would have been hidden yardage. Diaz, the ball bounced definitely across the 50-yard line, got picked up by number 14, as we mentioned. Carmine Eli came near side to us and had a nice little wall of blockers and got the ball back into Akins territory.
Ball will start on the near side hash, nose of the football just at the 43-yard line of the Eagles. Shotgun with 2 backs for Connor Kenyon to work with, and he sends out to the left-hand side Barnes with Braylon Thomas staying. Play action Thomas. Here is Kenyon now with pressure on the weak side, and he'll be brought down for a sack all the way back at his own 47-yard line. Micah Thomas with the sack.
And that play was just slow developing. Connor Kenyon did not feel number 13, Micah Thomas, and
was there a missed assignment as far as a block is concerned? Did you see?
I didn't see a missed assignment. I saw a lot of time with that ball held as Connor Kenyon rolled out far side looking for an open receiver.
Nehemiah Smith-Livingston, the lone receiver, left-hand side. Ball in the middle of the field now nearest the midfield area. And then there's all kinds of shuffling, a little bit of shoving as well on the lines. Carmine Eli also saying, oh, that couldn't have been against us.
This is interesting.
We'll see.
The head linesman was talking to Nehemiah Smith-Livingston as if he may have moved, but clearly the interior of this setup with the offensive and defensive line was really where I didn't understand why the head linesman was talking to the wide receiver.
Okay. Well, it's against Akins. They march it up 5. And it's handoff. Braylon Thomas, he finds a huge hole, still on his feet, and he could go into the end zone. Braylon Thomas, touchdown, 46 yards out.
What a heck of a play. Fake to Max Barnes. Everybody goes with 25. 28 comes back with a nice counter move to the right side, far side, where Bowie's actually set up his visitors and breaks 2 tackles and outraces everybody in the secondary for Akins for a 46-yard score.
Thomas has not seen a ton of action on the year. Only 21 carries, now his 22nd. That one going in for 6, his 3rd rushing score of the season, and obliterates his former long of 22. That for 46. Extra point is up, and it is good. 14-0 lead now, bolstered here in double digits for the Bulldogs as the road team at Berger here against Akins with 6:40 left in the first quarter. This is Bowie Bulldog football.
At Brave Care, we provide primary and urgent care tailored for kids ages 0 to 21. We do everything from regular checkups, sports physicals, and 24/7 support from our nurses by chat or over the phone. We even offer x-rays so you don't have to wait hours at the ER. Our Brave Care Clinic is located conveniently in Circle C between the 2 child development centers. We offer same-day appointments 365 days a year so we can always fit into your schedule. Find us at bravecare.com and through our Brave Care app.
Rudy's Barbecue is a proud sponsor of Bowie High School football. Be sure to stop by your local Rudy's or Rudy's.com to place an order for their real Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. And don't forget, Rudy serves made-to-order and grab-and-go breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m.
2 rushing scores in this ball game already for the Bulldogs. One from 2 yards out by Max Barnes, and then 46 just a minute ago there by Braylon Thomas has Bowie leading 14-0. 6:40 left here in the first quarter play against the Akins Eagles. Dee Hansen joined by Steve Foster here along the Vype Live Network, kicking it away. It will be Luck from his own 40-yard line, and then a short kick, and then 2 Eagles run into each other, which dislodged the football, and Bowie gets on top of it for the turnover. And it's been that kind of season for the Akins Eagles. 1st and 10, the offense just got settled sitting on the bench. Now they have to come back out on the field happily at the 22-yard line of Akins, 1st and 10.
A kickoff is a free kick. That doesn't mean like on a punt, if you let the ball bounce, the receiving team gets an opportunity to field it and go. Possession isn't lost when you do that. But on a kickoff, it's a free kick. The ball is live. Anyone can get that right now.
Bad communication there by Akins. Jamal Loving was the guy that tried to get underneath it. He did catch it, then he got hit from behind by J.P. Lopez. Out in the flat, out right-hand side once again is Barnes. He catches it at around the 26-yard line. Stutter steps his way past the 20 to the 18-yard line for a nifty 5-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 5 here for the Bulldogs in the far side hash.
And it was the sophomore Reagan Cooper's scooping up that kickoff recovery for the Bulldogs. First play going far side to Max Barnes as he becomes a receiver. He's got tremendous hands as a running back.
There's a flag on the play, a late one, there at the 22-yard line. This is against Bowie and a holding call. Spot that one. And we'll see where this ball will finally stop at the
going to move it to
33?
33.
33-yard line, far side hash.
I think you get an opportunity now maybe to air one out Carmine Eli or Nehemiah Smith Livingston, as this ball's at the 32, 10-yard penalty there.
Barnes leads the team in receptions on the season with 30. He doesn't have the most yardage or anything like that, but he certainly gets the ball out in those flat kind of passes. Long time, Connor Kenyon darts this one over the middle and into the end zone for the score to Nehemiah Smith Livingston from 32 yards out. Touchdown, Bulldogs, the first passing score of the game.
Made that look easy, and Nehemiah Smith Livingston, I love it. Used both mitts to bring that skinny post in, and Connor Kenyon was on the cash money. That was a beautiful 32-yard pass to the end zone. Probably more like 42, because Kenyon getting the snap out of the shotgun, dropping back and finding definitely 8 is enough for 6.
Nehemiah's 8th receiving score of the year. Connor Kenyon now his 20th passing touchdown on the season. Extra point is up and good by Diego Nunez. He was perfect last week against Johnson, 7 of 7. He keeps that string alive. Up 21-0 on the Bulldogs on the Akins Eagles. 6:02 left here in the first quarter. This is Bowie Bulldog football.
Do you have an aging parent or grandparent who needs health care at home? Robinson Creek Home Health and Hospice can help. Our skilled, compassionate healthcare staff treats patients right where they want to be, in the comfort of their home. Robinson Creek offers personalized programs including cardiac care, wound care, diabetes and medication management, orthopedic care and therapy, as well as hospice care. We're a local, female-owned company committed to doing things right. Visit rchomehealthhospice.com today.
There are things in life you can't control, like those surprise Texas thunderstorms. Really? But something you can control? Your future. Now's the time to look ahead. Get on the road to UT, Texas State, A&M, or your dream university, or learn hands-on and use your skills in the real world. Take control of your future at Austin Community College. Anybody got an umbrella? Registration is going on now at austincc.edu. That's austincc.edu. Austin Community College. Start here, get there.
Bowie Bulldogs force their 8th fumble recovery on the season. Have a remarkable +9 in the turnover ratio department. That is very good compared to even last season, which they had 19 forced turnovers. Kickoff by Luck goes out the back end of the end zone, and I'm sure a breath of being happy about that going out the back end of the end zone is the special teams for the Akins Eagles, who's had a difficult time so far in this football game.
Tough road to hoe, and then they're going against a very motivated defense this even early. Frankie Jankowski treating quarterback A.B. Gonzalez-Rude, Aaron Gall tackling people at the line of scrimmage. It's been a tough road.
Bowie defense, 9 seniors, 2 juniors starting. Had 4 sacks, 4 tackles for a loss, a fumble recovery, and 2 interceptions last week against Johnson alone. Here's the handoff right-hand side. And that might have been even a loss of a yard on the play. J.P. Lopez couldn't find any space. And then a late flag comes in at the end of that one.
Brady Bram with the tackle. And it looks like Garrett Gibson he throws his hands up.
May have what?
May have been unfortunately called for something after this tackle.
Okay.
After the play was over,
Okay. So unnecessary roughness against the defense for Bowie with a 15-yard penalty after a tackle for a loss by Brady Bram on the carry. That will be a first down for Akins up to their own 39-yard line, trailing 21-0, 5:54 left here in the first quarter.
This makes it a little interesting.
Bowie trying to match or even beat their halftime lead against Johnson, 42-7 last week. They're on track for that already. And a late snap or a late handoff. The ball is loose as Gonzalez did not get a clean handoff over to Lopez. But I think J.P. Lopez was able to get back on top of that football. It's a huge loss in the play for the Eagles, but they are fortunate enough to maintain possession at the end of that one.
Well, you say in basketball, ball don't lie. Well, maybe play don't lie on this deal, and maybe Garrett Gibson didn't do anything. Maybe he was flagged, maybe inadvertently, and right now it's probably where the ball should be at 2nd and 22.
Just a bad The snap was fine. It's the handoff wasn't there between the two juniors, and Gonzalez and Lopez. Gonzalez out of the shotgun again, high snap. This time the handoff is there, but other than that, it's a loss of 1 on the play, left-hand side. Dub York is getting in the mix also. He's on the ground, but John Bukowski made the initial hit, and the ball he placed at around the 27, and Akins now with a 3rd and 22.
That was a 4-car pileup. No gain, D.
2 wide receivers stack each side. Shotgun out of the pistol here for Gonzalez, who's trying to draw, I think, Bowie off sides there a bit. Only 4 showing here for the Bulldogs. We'll see if they even send that. Yep, they're going to send 5 instead. Here they come up the middle on a screen. Right-hand side is incomplete. Bobbling and then dropping it is Caleb Stever, the senior tight end. And he didn't have much room anyway had he even caught that football to do much with it. And it's now 4th and 22, and Akins will be forced to punt once again.
I like Josh Murillo. He came in and broke down, didn't go for any head fakes. He was going to walk down the potential receiver here near side. So he was not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe. He said, I will tackle you if you catch it. Ball falls harmlessly to the turf, and a punt again.
A.B. Gonzalez is just getting hit a lot. So we'll see how much longer he is going to be able to stay in the football game at this rate. It won't be too long. Here comes another big rush up the middle, nearly blocking it, but still getting it away is Martinez. Carmine Eli trying to return this one. And he lost the football. Yeah, he did. I don't know. I didn't see that at the very end of it, but he did. And coming up with it was Jamal Loving, the junior. And a big turnover here. Bowie does not turn the ball over all that much. They have 8 giveaways on the season. That's their 6th lost fumble on the year. And that now will give a little bit of new life here for the Eagles, down 21-0 with just under 4 to go in the first quarter. Ball starts at the 48-yard line of Bowie on the near side sideline, going left to right here for the Eagles.
I'm going to call that a continuation of this drive, so to speak. But the ball did get possessed by Bowie, by Carmine Eli for the fumble.
Here is the handoff, and then a little trickeration and the throw, halfback pass or wide receiver pass to the quarterback, and Gonzalez is driven out of bounds at around the 40-yard line. And kitchen sink being brought here by Ben Cooper in his first year as the OC. And that will be a first down, a gain of 10.
That's the football judo. Get your team going one, get the defense going, pursuing one way, come back the other. You're not going to be able, if you're the Akins Eagles, stand toe-to-toe and fight with Bowie this evening.
Jake Copeland with the throw on that pitch to the wide receiver for the pass.
I love that play.
To right, to left-hand side. Lopez to the left-hand side of Gonzalez. Gonzalez back to pass, now looking middle. Throws it deep down the middle of the field and incomplete. Intended receiver, I believe, once again was Stever, but Stever was looking around, confused, and then he saw the ball fall about 5 yards in front of him.
Well, Stever was looking like he was trying to run a skinny post, but he was covered very well by Alex Luck. Alex Luck did not allow him to get the inside position. Ball was thrown actually outside, more towards the hash marks, but no one was going to catch that pass.
Lopez now out of the pistol is in back of Gonzalez. Gonzalez motions, now Stever in motion from right to left. 2nd and 10. The throw out left-hand side. Stever again, the intended receiver, and could not hold on to the football. As I think he heard some footsteps. Braylon Thomas was the guy in the mix that even tried to make a play on the ball. And it's incomplete. 3rd and 10 for the Eagles.
The offensive of Akins has not clicked. Besides the reverse pass to get first down yardage, it's been a tough road to hoe because of the pressure of the front 3, 4, whatever Bowie's sending to the backfield.
3rd and 10, 3:19 left here in the first quarter. Eagles down 21-0 at the 38-yard line. Another inexcusable mistake here for Gonzalez, who could not hold on to the football, and then he got blasted trying to hold on to it by Aaron Gall. And actually, that was, A.B. Gonzalez, and he was able to get it, but driven all the way back to the 46-yard line of Bowie.
Well, the bad snap was throwing the timing off in the backfield. Then when you reach down and have to pick the ball up and you've got 18 coming off the left edge and Aaron Gall treating you rude, there's nowhere for this play to go. It seems like maybe you just try to go for it, but here's the interesting thing. At least you flipped the field somewhat with the
field
punt.
position, yep.
But now if you go for this on 4th down, I would look maybe for a quick kick.
Well, Akins took a long time here. There's only 3 on the play clock. Now they'll get it off. Here's Gonzalez looking for the deep ball middle of the field, and it will be broken up and nearly intercepted. The intended receiver was Micah Thomas, and he made a play on it, climbed the ladder to a certain degree, could not hold on to it, and then that ball was bobbled a couple of times there and almost picked off, but nonetheless, it's a turnover on downs forced by the Bowie defense, and the ball would be placed 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
You got a better spot by having that ball actually not intercepted, because the Bowie defender, Alex Luck, number 43 in the secondary, would have been laying down at about the 29.
There's Kenya now. Barnes to his right-hand side. 2 receivers left. In the slot to the left is Castle. Out far left-hand side is Carmine Eli. 2 out right-hand side is Rio Pittman and Nehemiah Smith-Livingston. Handoff goes up the middle. Barnes finds a huge hole. Past midfield. It's the 40-yard line. Brought down inside the 40, near the 39-38. We'll see where they spot this one. And again, Barnes making a big impact right out of the gate with a carry of 15.
Yeah, he's just having fun. This was like almost running wind sprints at the end of practice, but it's the beginning of the game, so we know Max Barnes is fresh. He's getting great blocking up front.
Barnes averaging 6.6 yards per carry on the season. Clock nearing 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Play action, and then pump fake right, middle of the field, deep ball, wide open in the end zone for the score. Nehemiah Smith-Livingston with his 2nd receiving score of the game from 30 yards out. And now Bowie once again puts another 6 on the board.
And number 8, Nehemiah Smith-Livingston, was running free. The fakes inside held not only the linebackers, the second line of defense, but the secondary guys, the last line of defense. And Nehemiah Smith-Livingston running a skinny post from outside the numbers, and Connor Kenyon just finds him, and he's having fun tonight, finding a big receiver in number 8, Nehemiah Smith-Livingston, for 39 yards.
Started out with, I said 30, I meant 39. It started out with 2 rushing scores, now 2 passing scores, both to Nehemiah Smith-Livingston. The extra point is up and good by Diego Nunez. And just like that, it's now 28-0, lead for Bowie up against Akins with 1:50 left in the first quarter of play. This is Bowie Bulldog football.
At Defender Police Supply, we specialize in public safety. Our automatic license plate recognition cameras and software help solve as well as prevent crimes. We also offer a variety of security cameras, tactical equipment like body armor and ballistic shields, as well as infrared and thermal scopes. Defender Police Supply serves law enforcement, neighborhood associations, businesses, residential properties, and schools. Call me, Jason Bram, at 512-887-2577 or visit us online at defenderpolicesupply.com.
At Circle C Orthodontics, Dr. Fidel Del Toro and Dr. Jonathan Kimes love making beautiful, healthy smiles. Utilizing the latest advances in technology and techniques, the team at Circle C Ortho can help you look better and feel better, too. Their practice philosophy focuses on patient-centered, personalized care. They take the time to get to know you as a person, not just a set of teeth or braces. Circle C Orthodontics, no referral needed, all insurance plans welcome, and affordable payment options available. More information at austin-braces.com, 512-394-0930.
Connor Kenyon went 14 of 20, 190 yards last week, 70% completion percentage, 4 touchdowns. He is getting close to that mark already here in the first quarter against Akins.
I'm telling you, and his passes are looking crisp. They are right on the money, and he's
spinning it.
Yes,
he is spinning it.
Like Grandmaster Flash back in the day.
Oh my. From the 40-yard line here is Luck launching it. And it will hit at the 1 and go back out the back into the end zone for the 2nd consecutive time. It'll be a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line here for Akins coming up. And one of their best drives came last time out for the Eagles. That perpetuated by a personal foul, punting it away, and then getting the ball back after a fumble.
Right.
And still couldn't really make anything out of that.
No, because once they got into Bowie territory, they went backwards quick like a bunny rabbit. Bad snaps, bad exchanges, poor execution D, and then they had to punt again. Well, actually, they did not punt. They turned the ball over on downs, decided to go for it, and Bowie quickly deposited it into the end zone.
Akins averaging about 116 yards of total offense per game, and that offense cannot hold on to the football. Handoff seemed clean, and then just losing it was Lopez able to get back on top of it, lost a yard on the play in the process, and now at their own 24-yard line, it'll be 2nd and 11 for the Eagles.
That would have been that would just been horrible and a disaster. The ball would have been turned over inside the 25. And again, as you mentioned, coming near side to us, trying to go between the guard and the tackle. The exchange was poor.
Thomas out to the slot to the left-hand side, number 13 is one to watch. Gonzalez out of the shotgun, play action, throws it out right-hand side, incomplete. In many of these instances, Gonzalez has no time, so he has to just get rid of the football.
Absolutely.
In an area.
Right. Listen, the pressure that this Bowie defense is putting on the quarterback, as you mentioned, A.B. Gonzalez, there's just no time. And you can hardly get back in your drop to find and look. Even if you keep your head downfield, the pressure is and the rush is in A.B. Gonzalez's face.
Incomplete pass. Clock runs with 40 seconds to go. We're going to have trips left-hand side. Stever and Thomas out there. One receiver right-hand side in Loving. Shotgun. Gonzalez now back again with the screen and nearly intercepted. Bukowski read it and nearly one-handed that for a pick. Jalen Lopez was the intended receiver on the play. There's a flag all the way back at the 12. And another personal foul against Bowie will keep this drive going on a 3rd and long 11. That would have been 4th down, and instead it's 1st and 10. And 15 more yards tacked on this for the Akins Eagles will move the ball up to the 39-yard line, 1st and 10.
And this is the second penalty that seemingly the defense of Bowie is questioning. But what I think is happening at the end of the plays, there's a little bit of a push towards A.B. Gonzalez and will not be tolerated.
Stacked eye on both sides here for the offense. Now Stever will come out right to left to block out, sure. And showing is Gonzalez, but had no one to hand it off to, which really kind of defeats the purpose of that. And then Gonzalez is hit at the end of that one and hurt. Aaron Gall got in and applied the pressure. Incomplete pass comes up now 2nd and 10, and Gonzalez is already going to be sore tomorrow.
Oh, definitely. And John Bukowski spun him around a little bit like a top as well at the end of that D. And that ball just sailed to the far side into the crowd of Bowie players and coaches.
10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Again, Bowie leading 28-0 against Akins. Homecoming night for the Eagles. 2 receivers left to right-hand side. Gonzalez out of the shotgun, has Lopez to his left, back to pass now. And brought down for a sack. Slung down towards the end, and Gary Gibson also in there as well, and that will bring up a 4th down. 3rd down, excuse me.
That was shot out of a cannon, D. Tress Danaher comes from his 2nd level of linebacker position. He wasted no time. He timed up that snap count, and wow, A.B. Gonzalez had nowhere to go.
That will do it here for the first quarter of play. On to the second quarter we go. It's 3rd and 17 for the Eagles. Coming up, they're down now by 4 scores, 28-0 here to the Bowie Bulldogs. This is Bowie Bulldog football.
Do you have an aging parent or grandparent who needs health care at home? Robinson Creek Home Health and Hospice can help. Our skilled, compassionate healthcare staff treats patients right where they want to be, in the comfort of their home. Robinson Creek offers personalized programs including cardiac care, wound care, diabetes and medication management, orthopedic care and therapy, as well as hospice care. We're a local, female-owned company committed to doing things right. Visit rchomehealthhospice.com today.
Third sack of the season for Tress Danaher as he blitzed up the middle. Garrett Gibson got in the action as well in that last sack, which drives the Eagles way back, a loss of around 6 on the play, making it 3rd and 17. We flip sides now, and Eagles going from east to west, right to left. D. Hanson joined by Steve Foster here along the Vype Live Network. Thanks for joining us here for Bulldog football. Bowie, obviously accustomed to being the home team here at Berger, the away team as they share the facility with Akins. The Eagles enjoying their homecoming tonight, or trying to at least, down by 4 scores. Here's Gonzalez now, pumps, now goes middle of the field and incomplete. Trying to find Loving down the middle. And Alex Luck was all over Loving at around the 43-yard line. That brings up 4th down and 17, and Akins once again punting it away.
Yes, and a nice job also by Ellis Hall, knocking that ball harmlessly to the turf, and wisely so. See what happens with Carmine Eli. Last punt return, he was dislodged or separated from the ball as he got spun around by the Eagles.
4 seconds into the second quarter. Martinez will kick away from his own 20. High snap back. Martinez collects it and then gets it away. High kick. Fair catch signaled, and a great punt there by Martinez. Necessitates a fair catch signal from Carmine Eli as he had about 3 Eagles in his face. And that will bring up a 1st and 10 for Bowie, and easily their worst starting field position of the evening.
Yes, but a great job by Carmine Eli to catch that punt. As you mentioned, a great punt, hang time, but you don't want that ball bouncing on the turf and picking up momentum and getting closer to your own end zone.
Kenyon out there now. Will be, looks like he'll start under center on the far side hash, going left to right, and then now he'll go out and be a receiver left-hand side. Wild dog offense. Barnes has it now and keeps it, showing to Thomas. Breaks it near side sideline. He's at the 35 and lowers that right shoulder. Bowls over tacklers to the 40-yard line for a 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1 coming up here for the Dogs.
Well, that's a wrinkle. Start out with your quarterback, then shift him into the slot, far side, and the direct snap to Max Barnes picks up a pedestrian 9 yards coming near side to us.
2 receivers setting up left-hand side. Castle in the slot to the left, and out far left-hand side is Nehemiah Smith-Livingston. Now right-hand side is Carmine Eli, and then far out right is Barnes. Lone back, right-hand side out of the shotgun, and now will be in motion. Left-hand side is Braylon Thomas. Back to pass, empty backfield, thrown out by Connor Kenyon. It is caught by Nehemiah Smith-Livingston. It has blockers in midfield. Dances his way far side sideline, stays inbounds, and then out of bounds is where the official is going to mark him at around near the 41-yard line. Just between the 41 and the 42-yard line of the Eagles. And again, Nehemiah Smith-Livingston making his imprint on this game with a big-time play.
Yeah, and what I like is Max Barnes split out near side to us, which means you have to really spread this field. That can open up the middle, but a great job there by Connor Kenyon finding number 8.
Receiver right-hand side is Aaron Gall now comes in to block. And an offset eye left-hand side with Rio Pittman, the up man as well. And a handoff goes left-hand side. Here's Barnes with a huge lane. He gets to the 35, 30 down the near side, far side sideline. Good blocking downfield once again, and Barnes will be bounced out of bounds. And there's all kinds of shoving towards the end of that as well, but no flags fly. And it'll be out of bounds at around the 23-yard line for another monster gain for Barnes on the ground.
Yeah, and he's just chewing up yardage, going far side, off tackle. That offensive line doing a great job blocking down, and Max using his vision.
Barnes and the shotgun to the right-hand side of Kenyon. One receiver left-hand side. Short side of the field is Nehemiah Smith-Livingston. Throughout, though, right-hand side is caught by Carmine Eli. Has blocking near side sideline down the 10, 5, and then tries to leap into the end zone, or actually skip into the end zone. But he is unable to do so, and he's out of bounds at the 2, and then a very late flag at the very end of that play. Will more than likely be maybe some taunting towards the end against Akins.
I'm not sure. It almost seemed it's going to be interesting.
Both were jawing at each other at the end.
Don't know how this.
So I don't know how you're going to justify going against only one team.
Right. And is it against the Eagles?
After the play was over, that's sportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 13. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
So we'll go against Akins, and half the distance to the 1-yard line it goes.
Yes. And so from the 2 to the 1, 1st and goal. And do we see the wild dog, or do we see Connor Kenyon? The wild dog.
will be Barnes now orchestrating the offense with Braylon Thomas to his left. Barnes looking for his second rushing score of the evening. And he will keep it up the middle, untouched and into the end zone for 1 yard. This time, he had a 2-yard touchdown to start the scoring for Bowie. This time he roams in from 1 yard and gets another 6 on the board.
Well, it seems like if you've missed Max Barnes scoring, he's back. And quickly, he's gotten his team into position, and passes for touchdowns have resulted, or he has gone in, as well as Braylon Thomas.
Thomas scoring from 46 yards out. Big play of the evening thus far as yardage is concerned. Here's Nunez's extra point. It is up and it is good. 10:32 left in the first half. Bowie now extends their lead to 35-0 on Akins. This is Bowie Bulldog football.
Looking for the best brunch, lunch, dinner, or happy hour spot? Look no further than your neighborhood Waterloo Ice House. With 4 locations across Austin, we've been serving up cold drinks and made-from-scratch food for locals, newcomers, and families alike since 1976. Get a taste of original Austin with great food and good vibes. With our patios, playscapes, big screens, daily specials, breakfast all day, and more, we've got something for everyone. See locations, menus, and more at WaterlooIcehouse.com. Waterloo Ice House, where neighbors become friends.
Are you looking for high-quality, compassionate health care for your aging parent or grandparent? Robinson Creek Home Health and Hospice can help. We offer a variety of home health and hospice care services, all administered in the comfort of home. Our skilled, knowledgeable nurses and therapists help your loved ones recover and manage their conditions. And in most cases, our services are 100% covered by Medicare. We're a local, female-owned company committed to doing things right. Visit rchomehealthhospice.com today.
Max Barnes with a couple of scores in this game, bookending it so far throughout now with 10:32 left in the first half of play. Goes in from 1 yard out and now has Bowie up 35-0 on the Akins Eagles. Kicked away by Alex Luck, goes out of bounds around the 21-yard line on the far side hash. And Bowie looking to not only win this football game and keep that momentum going and going for their 3rd win in a row, but also mathematically nailing down that playoff spot, and they would if they win tonight.
That's important.
Another thing that's going on that I've seen thus far, Steve, is that this game has already gotten chippy.
Yes.
And we saw that even when it wasn't 35-0 as far as frustration is concerned. So that is another thing that I'm hopeful that coaches, both sides, will continue to talk with their teams, as we've seen several personal fouls.
Absolutely. Good sportsmanship is a must.
1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line here. The Eagles starting out right to left. And here's a handoff. Middle right-hand side. Garrett Gibson with the stop on Lopez. 1 yard gain, 2nd and 9.
The front of Bowie's giving nothing to the Akins Eagles tonight. Not a thing.
This line, especially the left side of the Eagles, 2 sophomores, 2 juniors. Throw out left-hand side is incomplete and going out of bounds there. Lopez, the intended receiver, Jalen Lopez this time. And that will be incomplete. Bring up a 3rd and 9 for Akins.
And that swing pass, that that horizontal game, it makes it very tough on receivers to really get going.
But at least in Akins' eyes, they get rid of the football fast.
Absolutely.
And that's the main reason why I'm sure they're running those plays.
No doubt.
3 receivers, left-hand side, 1 out right in Loving. Shotgun for Gonzalez as he takes his time with 5 on the play clock. Down to 1, he just gets it off. Here comes the blitz up the middle, and Gonzalez will be sacked. All the way back inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. And Jankowski, amongst others, getting in on the hit, and the sack will bring up yet another 4th and long situation for the Eagles, which will force them to punt once again.
Tough sledding. And it's just got to be frustrating to know when you take that shotgun snap and you're the quarterback for Akins. And you have no time, no matter who it is. A.B. Gonzalez just happens to be the man up. And right now he is just looking at nothing but gray shirts coming at him at full speed, D. Full speed.
Last punt that Martinez had was a beauty. We'll see if he can try to get this one away for the Eagles from his own 10, and has nearly blocked once again. It's a line driver. It's at the 46, takes a wild hop on Carmine Eli. He tracks it down back to his own 31-yard line, comes upfield. Then reverses field at the far side. He's at the 40-yard line, and then finally he is corralled and brought down at the 41-yard line. Boy.
Interesting.
If could have had the Benny Hill music on that one. That's a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, but it took a long time on that return.
That's a great reference. And the music, you did the music. I tell you, Carmine Eli got back on that punt and actually brought that return back across the 40, which is almost a short field, D. And that was a great job of recovery by the punt returner in number 14, Carmine Eli. And he's coming near side to us here in the offensive formation. Alongside, guess who? Max Barnes.
Empty backfield for Connor Kenyon and crew. Trips left, 2 right. Middle of the field. Ball is snapped back out right inside. Barnes has it. Near side. Runs all the way to the 45-yard line. Makes a couple of tacklers miss, but then was unable to get Lopez, who did just get that right thigh and knock him down a little bit to the 40. That's a tough tackle.
19.
Yeah.
Another quick 19 for 25. And Max Barnes so versatile from his running back position. He's playing the receiver near side. Now he's back behind Kenyon.
The pistol formation, 2 receivers right now. Pittman in motion from right to left. And it will be a handoff to Barnes, trying to find the edge. He does at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. He's at the 15, 1 man to beat at the 10, 5, and leans toward that pylon, and he'll be short of the touchdown at the 1-yard line. The Eagles wanted to possibly have that ball come out and go out the back end of the end zone, which would have been a touchback for them.
Yes.
But Barnes was down before that happened,
I think
and so the play stopped dead there.
As he hit, he extended.
That's my opinion of what I thought happened.
Absolutely. And I'm glad that happened, because in about that same area, I still get talked about as I lost the ball about at the same spot, but the outcome was different.
It will be the wild dog formation, 1st down and goal to go. From the 1 again for Bowie, and it will be Barnes again waltzing in for his 3rd rushing score of the game. 2 from 1 yard out, and started out the game from 2 yards out. And now Bowie on their way to a 42-0 advantage with 7:25 left. Getting ahead of myself, the extra point coming up. Is Nunez with Oliver Ray on the hold, and he should be seeing some playing time in the second half. Extra point is up and good.
The extra point is good.
With 7:25 left in the first half, Bowie now up 42-0 on Akins. This is Bowie Bulldog football.
At Defender Police Supply, we specialize in public safety. Our automatic license plate recognition cameras and software help solve as well as prevent crimes. We also offer a variety of security cameras, tactical equipment like body armor and ballistic shields, as well as infrared and thermal scopes. Defender Police Supply serves law enforcement, neighborhood associations, businesses, residential properties, and schools. Call me, Jason Bram, at 512-887-2577 or visit us online at defenderpolicesupply.com.
There are things in life you can't control, like those surprise Texas thunderstorms. Really? But something you can control? Your future. Now's the time to look ahead. Get on the road to UT, Texas State, A&M, or your dream university, or learn hands-on and use your skills in the real world. Take control of your future at Austin Community College.
Anybody got an umbrella?
Registration is going on now at austincc.edu. That's austincc.edu. Austin Community College. Start here, get there.
42-0, Bowie all over Akins in this beautiful evening affair here at Berger between Bulldogs and the Eagles. Here's the kick away by Luck, and it takes a one hop and then picked up at around the 10-yard line. Brought upfield with the 25-yard line or so. And the special teams for Bowie has been magnificent tonight. Jalen Lopez with the return. It's 1st and 10 for the Eagles, who have really got nothing going on offense so far tonight. If nothing else, they have to hope for a personal foul ever so often to move the football and get any first downs. I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm just
the
saying
issue
the
becomes the pressure that the front defensive line, sometimes 3, sometimes second level, 4 and 5 players are putting on A.B. Gonzalez.
Different
Looks like
quarter.
a different,
It is a different quarterback, and it is Jody Mendoza, the senior, who will hand it off right-hand side. And the different quarterback doesn't make a different result, though, on the run. It's a 1-yard loss. And if you're going to try to find edges on this defense instead of going up the middle, you're going to have a hard time doing that. J.P. Lopez loses a yard.
You're right, because the pressure still hasn't changed, even if you snap the ball to a different numbered quarterback. You've got Aaron Gall, Garrett Gibson, and now John Bukowski, number 44, playing that right defensive end. There is no let-up, D.
Caleb Stever comes out. Carlos Moreno comes in for him at tight end for the Eagles, who now have 2 receivers left-hand side. Moreno shifting around a little bit there on the line. Handoff goes up the middle. And again, Brady Bram in there. You also have Jake Cole with the initial stop on the run by Lopez. And gain of 2 on the play. Actually 1. Ball back at the 25-yard line. Original line of scrimmage makes it 3rd and 10.
Bowie just making it tough. There's really not a lot of time if you're trying to pass. And there's not a lot of rushing room when you're trying to run.
And really not
just
sending anybody extra. I mean, we're talking about the interior of the line and maybe a linebacker.
Correct. Just playing solid, hard-nosed defense, and they are bringing it in this first half.
So if you're sitting, I'm sitting 4 against your 5, and I'm still making those kind of plays.
That's right. Here comes the
Here
rush.
now in trouble once again, and from behind, sacked. Bukowski with the sack, a 1-yard loss. Mendoza had nowhere to go, and now the ball at the 24.
Tyson Chips with the flip as he got caught up in the wave of his own defenders. But now it's punt formation again, D. It's just going to be tough road to hoe this evening for the Eagles.
John Bukowski had a nice game last week against Johnson.
He did.
And he is picking up where he left off.
Absolutely.
Martinez from his own 12. Snap back is clean, and Martinez gets this one away. End over end kick hits at the 46-yard line, takes a healthy Eagle bounce, tracked up by Carmine Eli, far side sideline, and he will graciously go out of bounds on the far side sideline at the 32-yard line and not try to do anything crazy on the return.
Well, at least he ran down the ball and looked to bring it back upfield, because again, that's hidden yardage when the ball bounces and gets an extra 15 yards. He probably gets about 5 or 6 of that back. Not bad starting field position, but as mentioned, when you start in the first quarter alone on short fields from the 46, 43, and 22-yard lines of Akins, and now the 32 of your own, it seems like maybe an eternity of difference, but it's not. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders.
Getting closer and closer to halftime. 4:44 left in this first half. It's been Bowie from the get-go, leading 42-0 now. Connor Kenyon staying in at quarterback, has 4 wideouts, 2 split to each side, hands it off to Barnes up the middle. It's at the 35. And he will matriculate his way past the 40 to the 41-yard line for a 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1 coming up. Playoff scenarios taking form, and if everything ended today, will more than likely be what it's going to end up happening at the end of regular season.
Yes.
As the Westlake Chaparrals and the Lake Travis Cavaliers look like they will be your Division I representatives out of 26-6A and Dripping Springs and Bowie will be in Division 2. We'll tell you who they align with out of 25-6A here in a second. Trips right-hand side, throw out right. It's out to Rio. Pittman gets at the 39-yard line and stays on his feet all the way down the near side sideline. Flag is thrown at the end of the play. At around the 49, though, and that was chucked.
Rio Pittman coming
all the way
side.
back where there might be a holding call against Bowie.
Good
again,
play.
Yeah, it was a great play. And Rio, again, getting in the mix here on the offensive end.
This is probably by one of his wide receiver mates, unfortunately. And this was 2nd and 1. Spot foul.
Holding call. It's the Bulldogs. Wipes out the majority of that play.
Goes to 2nd and 1.
So Westlake, if everything holds, Cedar Ridge lost to Vandegrift last night, so that's not going to make a huge difference in anything as it stands. Cedar Ridge more than likely taking on the Shaps, and Lake Travis taking on Round Rock. Dripping Springs against Vista Ridge, and Bowie right now would take on the #1 overall seed as it stands in the Vandegrift Vipers. Handoff, nope. Throw out left-hand side, caught by Aaron Gall, lumbering past midfield at the 40, the 35, and finally brought down by a couple of tacklers inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Jake Copeland tracked down Aaron Gall, who catches his 4th reception of the season. He had a 43-yarder earlier on in the year, but
superimpose those numbers and you get 34, and that's 34 what he picked up down to the 30 of Akins. It's a great looking play.
You can see why Aaron Gall is quick, but not necessarily fast.
Yeah, it's strong.
Timeout taken on the field by Akins, and we'll take it with them. It's their first of the game, 2 remaining, with 3:15 left here in the first half, down 42-0 to Bowie. This is Bowie Bulldog football.
Do you have an aging parent or grandparent who needs health care at home? Robinson Creek Home Health and Hospice can help. Our skilled, compassionate healthcare staff treats patients right where they want to be, in the comfort of their home. Robinson Creek offers personalized programs including cardiac care, wound care, diabetes and medication management, orthopedic care and therapy, as well as hospice care. We're a local, female-owned company committed to doing things right. Visit rchomehealthhospice.com today.
Looking for the best brunch, lunch, dinner, or happy hour spot? Look no further than your neighborhood Waterloo Ice House. With 4 locations across Austin, we've been serving up cold drinks and made-from-scratch food for locals, newcomers, and families alike since 1976. Get a taste of original Austin with great food and good vibes. With our patios, playscapes, big screens, daily specials, breakfast all day, and more, we've got something for everyone. See locations, menus, and more at WaterlooIcehouse.com. Waterloo Ice House, where neighbors become friends.
Back to action here at Berger, and Bowie out of the Eagle timeout have the football and the lead on a 1st and 10 run. Right-hand side, near side sideline, it's Barnes. He's at the 10, and then he is tackled at around the 9-yard line, and Max Barnes once again. They run a 21-yard run. We'll have a 1st down and goal to go for the rest of his offense, up 42-0 on the Akins Eagles.
And he just makes 19 and 21-yard runs look fairly simple, 15-yard
Yeah, we're
burst.
done with the 4 Morys. So this is a 20 or Morys. These are the 20
Never
or
give
Morys.
up the 4 Morys,
No,
baby.
Don't want to do that.
Is a staple.
1st down and goal to go from the 9-yard line for the Bulldogs. Kenyon pumps, now goes, still out left corner of the end zone. Armand Eli, the intended receiver, and coverage was by MJ Flowers, the junior DB. Now bring up a 2nd and goal to go from the 9.
To the far side, Connor Kenyon went with Carmine Eli, and they tried to do a double move. Carmine Eli was open on the first move, just throwing the ball. When they tried to throw the ball in the back corner of the end zone, he actually brought the defender into the line of the pass.
2 receivers left, 2 right-hand side. Again, now a pitch out left-hand side to Barnes, and he will saunter on into the end zone from 9 yards out, and now Barnes with his 4th rushing score of the game.
Well, I guess he was kind of figuring, if I didn't get any last week, here I come this week with a vengeance. 4. For Amori.
For Amori. Well, Barnes could get more.
Can't get rid of for Amori.
2:22 left in the second quarter.
Bang, zoom.
Barnes' most touchdowns on the season came against Cedar Ridge. He had 6. 4 rushing, 2 receiving. Snap back. Nunez with the extra point. It is good. And with that, a 49-0 lead here for Bowie, and they have equaled the total amount of points they scored last week against Johnson in the first half.
Team's motivated to get into the playoffs, without a doubt.
So, mentioned to you before how everything might shake out. You do have teams on the outside looking in as far as the by-district playoffs are concerned in its picture. Johnson and Austin High still have technically an opportunity here with 3 games remaining. Manor and Westwood also have a stake in the game. That Manor-Vista Ridge game is huge tonight, as if Vista Ridge wins that game against Manor, Manor is effectively out of it, and Vista Ridge clinches a playoff spot.
Okay.
And then Vista Ridge would be more than likely your W1 in the Division II bracket here against Tripping Springs.
Gotcha.
Cedar Ridge, though, if they lose against Round Rock and Vandy, which they've already lost to Vandy, if they lose to Round Rock, which could happen as well,
correct,
that opens a bit of a door as long as Manor wins their game against Vista Ridge.
Right.
And then Cedar Ridge, if they lose against McNeil in the final game of the season, Manor wins out, then Manor takes over. And then Vandergrift moves up to Division I, and Manor takes over in Division II. Here's the return on a line drive kickoff. And the Eagles will have it at around their own 24-yard line. 1st and 10 going right to left, down 49-0 with 2:14 left in the first half.
Yes.
About what you expected?
About what I expected,
Okay.
absolutely. You know, the only thing that was different, D, when we were down on the field pregame is we were on the opposite side of the stadium. But it seems like business as usual for the Bulldogs.
Bowie has dominated this series. It started way back when Akins first opened. And run left-hand side goes for no gain. 2nd and 10. Bowie has won all 18 in this contest, but dating back to 2004. Right now, Manor does have a 21-7 advantage in their matchup tonight against Vista Ridge. Somewhat shocking. Manor's a good football team. Sitting at 1-3 though in district. Not a lot of people saw that coming.
No.
Last year it was 51-6. Noah Camacho had 154 yards and 3 touchdowns. Handoff right-hand side. Once again, the Eagles cannot find any room. It is Lopez, who's tracked down for a loss on the play. Makes it 3rd and 11.
Jake Cole, heck's a tackling machine.
He is. On the year, Jake Cole, 40 tackles. He's 3rd on the team. He had a great game last week against Johnson. 2 tackles for a loss and an interception.
Takeaways. Gotta love takeaways. You mentioned D, +9 are the Bulldogs in that category.
That's right.
Season.
Preceding this game, at least. 3rd and 11. Handoff right-hand side again. Goes nowhere. And there's Jankowski with the tackle. No gain on the play, makes it 4th and 11.
Long. Aaron Gall, tall, long.
That's how you want your ends.
You want your ends just like that. And then you got Garrett Gibson that can take on 2 and 3 different offensive linemen, shed them, and disrupt anything that the offense has really looked to do, all except one game.
Yeah, you don't have
today.
Knutson, Garcia, Deadman, Straw, Lear, Kimbrough, Mussett. I mean, that's a lot. That's 23 sacks and 8 fumble recoveries from a year ago.
Right.
Here's the kick, just getting it away. Might have been tipped once again. Hitting at the 40-yard line, and Carmine Eli was ready for this one. You go all the way reverse field, right-hand side, near side sideline, streaming down now at the 30, 20, 15, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Wow. That goes for about 62 as he picks the ball up at the 38. Comes near side, and Carmine Eli brings it all the way back.
He was on the Akins side of the field, so it could have been.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. 48
Yeah.
of Akins,
There you
not
go.
the 38. I apologize.
The first punt return for a score by Carmine Eli on the year. Now we're in the 55 range, looking for 56. Extra point is up and good. 56-0 lead here for Bowie on Akins. And that also is the end of the first half of play. And with that, a dominant performance here in the first half. And one thing, we asked Coach Abels a lot of things preceding the game on the field and asked what would he like to see tonight. And you go in against a team that you've never lost against, and they're 0-8 coming into the game. You've only had 2 games decided by single digits in this series.
Right.
And you've shut this team out multiple times. What do you want to see in this football game? And Jeff Abels just said, I want to see complete and utter dominance.
Right. And he,
and read between the lines on that. I don't want to see any let up from how we did as good of a job as we did against Johnson in this game, no matter who we're playing. We're not playing necessarily only against Akins, we're playing against ourselves. We saw what Coach Abels wanted to see in the first half.
Exactly. And, here's the thing. Execution. You want to execute because you're going to go into the part of the season, D, where you're going to all play quality opponents, ranked opponents, and opponents that can knock you out of the state playoffs.
Yep.
That's it.
Okay. So that brings up halftime, and Bowie with the 56-0 lead on the road, actually, here at Berger against the Akins Eagles. Halftime is upon us, and that means also we will take a gander at the bands. This is Bowie Bulldog football.
Spirit Girl of the Week is Olivia Cassidy. And now, for your halftime entertainment, the Silver Stars will perform their traditional high kick to How the West Was Won. Together, the Bowie Band and Silver Stars have been performing this production since the founding of Bowie High School in 1988. Now watch and enjoy as we continue this special tradition that makes Bowie great. the James Bowie Silver Stars. Last week, the Silver Stars hosted their first annual Future Silver Stars Dance Clinic and Intensive. Tonight, for your entertainment, they will be performing their clinic dance to Friday. Now please welcome to the field the Silver Stars and their dance clinic participants.
Tonight we are excited to showcase the Marching Stars from the Ann Richards School for Young Women Leaders. The Ann Richards School for Young Women Leaders is a public school serving grades 6 through 12 right here in Austin ISD. The Stars would like to thank the Bowie Band for extending the invitation to participate in tonight's festivities and wish them good luck as they represent our school district and community on the national stage as they compete this weekend in the Bands of America Orlando Regional Championship. Go Bulldogs! Tonight, the Stars will be performing their competition show entitled Guiding Light, featuring music by Edward Elgar, Samuel Barber, and The Weeknd. The Marching Stars are under the field direction of drum majors Nadia Zamaripa, Sophia Pena, and Thrushi Wanarachachi, and color guard captain Jacinta Henry. Directors are Jana Robertson, Linda Aguilar, Greg Humphrey, and Faith Elliott. And now, please welcome the Ann Richards Marching Stars.
and Valeria Peña. Officer of the Week is Natalie Smith. Spirit Diamond of the Week is Valeria Peña. Sapphire of the Week is Ariana Guzman Yanez. Tonight, Diamonds and Sapphires will be dancing in a special performance with individuals that they have chosen as a thank you for their continued support and motivation to We Are Family. We appreciate everything you do for us. At this time, will our Diamond seniors Kylie, Natalie, Rachel, and Valeria please step forward for your final salute at Burger Stadium. Congratulations, seniors. We are so proud for all your accomplishments. The best is yet to come. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Akins High School is proud to present the Big and Bold Akins Eagle Band and Color Guard. The Eagle Band is under the field direction of head drum major Catalina Sanchez and assistant drum majors Liliana Gomez and Shayla Wynn. The Eagle Band would like you to join us in congratulating our section of the week, the seniors. Please raise your hand to be recognized. The best is yet to come. Congratulations on a meaningful 4 years with the Akins Eagle Band. Tonight, the Eagle Band's halftime show features a selection from their 2022 marching show, The Wonderful World of Color. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Akins Eagle Band.
you looking for high-quality, compassionate health care for your aging parent or grandparent? Robinson Creek Home Health and Hospice can help. We offer a variety of home health and hospice care services, all administered in the comfort of home. Our skilled, knowledgeable nurses and therapists help your loved ones recover and manage their conditions. And in most cases, our services are 100% covered by Medicare. We're a local, female-owned company committed to doing things right. Visit rchomehealthhospice.com today.
At Brave Care, we provide primary and urgent care tailored for kids ages 0 to 21. We do everything from regular checkups, sports physicals, and 24/7 support from our nurses by chat or over the phone. We even offer x-rays so you don't have to wait hours at the ER. Our Brave Care Clinic is located conveniently in Circle C between the two child development centers. We offer same-day appointments 365 days a year so we can always fit into your schedule. Find us at bravecare.com and through our Brave Care app.
At Circle C Orthodontics, Dr. Fidel Del Toro and Dr. Jonathan Kimes love making beautiful, healthy smiles. Utilizing the latest advances in technology and techniques, the team at Circle C Ortho can help you look better and feel better too. Their practice philosophy focuses on patient-centered, personalized care. They take the time to get to know you as a person, not just a set of teeth or braces. Circle C Orthodontics, no referral needed, all insurance plans welcome, and affordable payment options available. More information at austin-braces.com, 512-394-0930.
Here at Burger Stadium, Dee Hansen and Steve Foster. On to the third quarter we go. Bowie Bulldogs won the coin toss, elected to defer, so they will be receiving here to start out the second half of play, leading 56-0. It was the Max Barnes show for the most part, as he scores 4 times, all on the ground. 2-1-1-9 on that one, and also Connor Kenyon with
sounds like a street address.
Some deft passing from 32 and 39 yards out. He connects both times in the first half to Nehemiah Smith-Livingston. And now Bowie leading again 56-0. We'll get the ball to start out the second half of play. Martinez angles it. The first kickoff of the game for Akins Eagles. And near side it is Carmine Eli, who tries to earn an Oscar there on the near side sideline, and that will be first and 10 coming up here for the Bowie Bulldogs, going left to right from west to east.
That was pretty funny. His near side, Carmen,
no flag.
Eli gets the ball, comes up to about the 29-30 yard line.
I'm going to ask him about that.
It runs out of bounds.
At Waterloo, I'm going to ask him about that.
And then you have an Akins Eagles coverage guy coming down. He barely taps him, and Carmine Eli acts like he just got hit by a Mack truck and kind of.
It's kind of like that Mississippi State player that hit that Kentucky Wildcat offensive lineman, and the offensive lineman stood there for a while and then fell down.
Right.
First and 10 for Connor Kenyon. 2 backs, 2 receivers left, 1 right-hand side. Handoff goes left-hand side. And again, it's been an A-gap kind of day for all the players involved here for the Bowie Bulldogs. And the rush is by Brandon Thomas, his first carry of this game, the younger brother of Braylon. He has 9 carries for 54 yards and a touchdown on the year, and averages 6 yards per carry, and he exceeded that by 2. Second and 2. Oliver Ray as your quarterback. Boudouin to his right-hand side. Gets the carry. Breaks it back in at the 40, 45, and leans forward towards midfield at the 48-yard line for the first down for Jaden Boudouin.
Good run left side. Picks up good yardage. Up to the 48. 10-yard run.
So we've got all new starters out there in the third quarter. Cole Janes, 1 wide out left-hand side. And Matthew Martinez outright. Slot to the right-hand side is Hudson Hadley. And Oliver Ray at quarterback, now first and 10. He landed off. This is Thomas. He will eke inside the 50 to the 48-yard line of the Eagles for the carry of about 5 yards. Bring up a second down for the Bulldogs. Games going on here on a Friday night. edition of 26-6A play. 3 games remaining for many teams, 2 for others. Austin High Maroons being blanked by the Westlake Chaparrals 49-0, that at Shap Stadium. And a come-from-behind effort here for the Tigers down at one point, 17-10 to the Cavaliers of Lake Travis. Now lead 23-17 in the third quarter. Handoff up the middle once again, and the Bulldogs keeping it simple to start out this third quarter inside the 45 to the 44 on the carry. And that was Thomas again, as he has looked good when he's had the opportunity to come out onto the field.
Yeah, and just nothing fancy for this offensive line. They're just firing out, getting a good push on this Akins Eagles defensive front, and rushers of all types for Bowie finding yardage.
William Stinson in there, Colin Rice, Diego Perez, Jack Cook. And off right-hand side, another carry by Thomas. And he'll get just to that first down marker at the 42-yard line, which will move the chains on about a 2.5-yard carry.
Yeah, and a good step out and step through a would-be tackler in the backfield goes Brandon Thomas. He goes off the field far side at about midfield. And now Boudouin coming in, number 27. Jaden also rushing the ball well here early in the third quarter.
Outright of Oliver Ray, who also has some wheels of his own. 7 rushes for 12 yards, though that you have to mix in some loss on the play. Here's a jet sweep right-hand side, and it is Matthew Martinez with his 4th rush of the season. And he finds the edge and sprints up down the near side sideline before he is whacked out of bounds, but gets the first down.
Yeah, Matthew Martinez coming near side to us. Did a good job setting up his blocker in front and scoots to the sideline express almost. Yes, actually gets the first down with 10 yards on that sweep coming near side to us. And another good-looking play, getting a lot of people involved on this opening drive of the third quarter.
A little over 4 minutes into the third quarter of play, and Bowie with the first offensive series here in the third quarter. As trips left-hand side, low snap is kept by Ray as he breaks it at the 30. Actually, he's driven down shy of the 30-yard line. Thought he was going to get there, but a good tackle by Damian Gardea, the junior deep linebacker, makes a stop on the senior quarterback.
Oliver Ray almost had enough shake to get past the defender as he came near side. Good ball fake into the line to put down.
1 yard gain, 2nd and 9. Ball on the far side hash. Change your lone receiver right-hand side, 2 left. Bad snap, though, still bobbled and collected by Ray, just handing it off in the nick of time by Boudouin before he is brought down. For a reasonable gain, it's Gabe Trevino, the senior defensive tackle, making the stop for the Eagles. A gain around 4, brings up a 3rd and 5 to go here for the Bulldogs.
Boudouin coming off the field after that carry. Trying to figure something out. And now Braylon Thomas coming back on.
Oh, Brandon.
Yeah. The younger brother.
2 right, 2 left as far as wideouts are concerned. Ray will throw it right-hand side. Cole Janes had to climb the ladder. Makes a good effort to try to get a first down near the 25-yard line, but he only gets about a yard, so he's well shy of it, and Bowie will see if they go for it or not on a 4th and around 4 to go. Might as well, kind of in no man's land.
Yeah, and you don't want to kick the field goal. That's piling on. What you want to do is keep this clock moving, D. Hansen. And right now, see if you can pick up. Yes, see if you can pick up the first down. Brandon Thomas.
Yep. Along with Ray. 2 receivers left, 2 right-hand side. Out right-hand side of the slot is Rio Pittman, who will not get the catch. It's Cole Janes instead, and he will make some tacklers miss on a 4th and 4. Gets well enough for a first down at around the 17-yard line.
Cole Janes, nice slick move. Yeah.
You like that, huh?
I did like that. Stepped, planted that outside right foot, cut inside of the defender, slipped him, and got more than enough on 4th down and 4 to pick up the first inside the 20 in the red zone.
Little El Toro defense.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Let the defender miss on his own aggressiveness. Two-back set, and Ray will hand it off. Brandon Thomas has it in this interior. Now past the 10, he's at the 5, and he's brought down at around the 4-yard line. And got very close, and he is smelling that end zone. Lopez with the stop.
Brandon Thomas for about 13. Brandon Thomas, number 33, looking like Dwayne Thomas. Now that's an old reference. Cowboys running back of the 70s.
Ball on the 4-yard line. First down and goal to go from there. And it's been a steady diet of Boudouin and Brandon Thomas. One receiver out right-hand side. Martinez. One out left, Cole James. Handoff goes right on Boudouin, finding the edge, leans forward to the goal line, and gets into the end zone from 4 yards out. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Boudouin's second of the year.
And a great block by Brandon Thomas to spring his running back mate, Jaden Boudouin. 4 yards coming near side. Everyone got a block coming on that right side of the offensive line for the Bowie Bulldogs, and 27 takes it to the house. Now 62-0 in the third.
A lot of time taken off there. 4:05 left in the contest. Diego Nunez will come off the field, and it'll be Sadea Jabi to attempt the extra point. He's 7 of 9 on the season. He actually started out as the PAT kicker on the year. High snap back is collected by Ray, and Jabi will punch it through. And that will make it 63-0. The lead for Bowie extends with 4:05 left in the third quarter play against Akins. This is Bowie Bulldog football.
Looking for the best brunch, lunch, dinner, or happy hour spot? Look no further than your neighborhood Waterloo Ice House. With 4 locations across Austin, we've been serving up cold drinks and made-from-scratch food for locals, newcomers, and families alike since 1976. Get a taste of original Austin with great food and good vibes. With our patios, playscapes, big screens, daily specials, breakfast all day, and more, we've got something for everyone. See locations, menus, and more at WaterlooIcehouse.com. Waterloo Ice House, where neighbors become friends.
Rudy's Barbecue is a proud sponsor of Bowie High School football. Be sure to stop by your local Rudy's or Rudys.com to place an order for their real Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. And don't forget, Rudy serves made-to-order and grab-and-go breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m.
4:05 left in the third here along the Vype Live network between Akins and Bowie. It's a 63-0 lead for the Bulldogs as they open up the third quarter. Drained a ton of time off the clock. It's got a score on the board as Jaden Boudouin got into the end zone from 4 yards out. It'll be 1st and 10 for Akins, their first offensive series here in the third quarter of play. 4 minutes flat left here in the third. Goes to the ball at the 45-yard line, 1st and 10. Back in is A.B. Gonzalez at quarterback. Has time, throws out right-hand side, bobbled and caught at the 40-yard line, and then losing around 3 or 4 on the play. Coming in and making the initial hit, Reagan Cooper, able to blow that play up. Torrey Haywood, the senior running back, making the catch, had nowhere to go.
Derek Nedtune, number 16, pursuing on that second level. As you mentioned, Reagan Cooper already got the fumble on the
That's right.
kickoff.
He is all over the field.
He is.
Bukowski in on that front 3 on the right side. Here's a throw deep down the right sideline, and it will be incomplete. Trying to find Gonzalez, trying to find Copeland, who has 1 catch on the year. He was blanketed, and that brings up a third down and 12.
Shane Roberson on the far side, the corner, number 24, running stride for stride, and at the end does a great job, gets his head turned around, and knocks that ball harmlessly to the turf. And way to run with the receiver.
2 receivers left-hand side, 2 right-hand side. Shotgun again for Gonzalez. That's Haywood to his right. Here comes pressure up the middle. Gonzalez is forced to run, then throws off his back foot and incomplete. Again, another good defensive play by Drew McGilton. Senior DB knocks that one down as well. That pass intended for Micah Thomas. And that was Jake Copeland again, the intended receiver, and that will bring up a 4th and 12 for the Eagles.
Well, let me tell you, the punt team comes on. As you recall, D, in the first half, the Eagles went for 4th down at about the same point on the field. But here, because Bowie has scored with its offense in the 3rd quarter, don't give them a short field. They want to kick this back, punt this ball away.
Yep. Matthew Martinez, the intended receiver, again just getting away as Martinez, and Matthew will let that one slide in, and it will be touched up at the 2-yard line. The first real big play at any facet of this game for Akins is on the punt. And it's actually on the 3. Great opportunity for this Bowie offense to, again, run the ball down the field and take as much time off the clock as they can.
You're absolutely correct. Matthew Martinez got caught, and I've been there before as the punt returner. That ball sailed on Matthew Martinez, and then once it hits this turf, you see it can pick up speed, and it went quickly to that west end zone, and this ball on the 3-yard line.
Okay. Quick update, Lake Travis gets back in it and scores a touchdown to answer the Dripping Springs Tigers' onslaught of points. It's 24-all at Cavalier Stadium late 3rd. Here's the handoff on a 1st and 10 from their own 3-yard line. And the tough running continues for Brandon Thomas. Boy, did he really churn out some yards there with defenders all over him past the 15 to the 16-yard line for a 13-yard gain and a 1st down.
That gets you out of trouble in a hurry, and the clock ticking now, 2:14 to go in the 3rd. Good run.
Yeah, excellent. Low snap, Ray handles it off, but again, the timing really destroyed there on the low snap. Thomas got the handoff, but as soon as he got it, he was hit by Gabe Trevino and all 300 pounds of him.
He's coming off the field.
He's a little gimpy on that left leg, but a good defensive stop there on the interior line of the Eagles. A loss of almost 5 on the play drives the Bowie offense back to their own 11.
Clock's still going, though, because of a run play.
Very good. Yeah, all over it, Steve.
Well, look, the
Trips
clock's
left-hand side, one
now.
right. I got the clock. Here's Ray now with Thomas to his left-hand side. Edge rush showing from Micah Thomas. And he comes in, but the flare out left-hand side is caught by Rio Pittman, and then he's stopped at the 9-yard line. So this offense is going backwards instead of forwards. A.J. Hirschauer actually with the reception. And that's now a loss of around 2. 3rd and around 17 to go here for the Bulldogs. Clock running under a minute to go.
Last time, Cole Janes saved the day on 4th down, but
he did.
He was
he
on
only
the
had
other
4
side
yards to go.
Yeah, he was on the other side, too, of 50.
To right-hand side, and now a delayed draw here to Pittman. It's at the 15, 20, 25, has the 1st down and more. 30, 35, and stiff arms this way near the 40-yard line on the far side of the field. And boy, is his bench excited for him. Thomas with the big-time carry and moves the chains.
Brandon Thomas on 3rd and 17 just obliterates 3rd down in the 1st down at the up to the 39. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
what a great run.
That should be the final play here of the 3rd quarter.
What a great run.
The clock actually stops, I think. I don't know if we have a penalty at the end of the game.
We do. Far side.
Yeah, it's on the 43-yard line right in front of Jeff Abels.
Could be a little extra activity.
Yeah, it seemed as though. And although we had moments in the game, especially even when it started out, that both sides had some personal foul issues. It seemed to quiet down here in the 3rd quarter until now. Wind, you can tell. A little bit picking up there on the mic from John Womble.
Takes it back to the 24.
It's personal foul against Bowie and then
First
brings
down.
it back, but it's still a first down after the run, as Steve said. Ball on the 21. Nope. Excuse me, 24.
But you get good clock advantage here.
Well, there's no reason to run a play. Unless you want to. Get some plays in. Hand off out right-hand side to the 25, 30, 35, 40,
Oh, wow.
45 midfield.
Oh, wow.
And it is
Horse
going to
collar.
be
Oh,
Boudouin tight-roping down the near side sideline all the way to the 28-yard line. So personal foul, unbecoming at the most, because right after that, Boudouin goes inexplicably. I thought he was going to be out of bounds several times on the near
he
side sideline.
hit the sideline express and cooked it all the way inside the 30.
That's going to do it for here the third quarter. On to the fourth quarter we go. Bowie leading 63-0. 1st and 10 at the 28 of the Akins Eagles. This is Bowie Bulldog football.
Are you looking for high-quality, compassionate health care for your aging parent or grandparent? Robinson Creek Home Health and Hospice can help. We offer a variety of home health and hospice care services, all administered in the comfort of home. Our skilled, knowledgeable nurses and therapists help your loved ones recover and manage their conditions. And in most cases, our services are 100% covered by Medicare. We're a local, female-owned company committed to doing things right. Visit rchomehealthhospice.com today.
Okay, back here at Burger. D. Hansen joined by Steve Foster on the fourth quarter, where Bowie has a commanding 63-0 lead here on the road, technically, against the Akins Eagles, the home team here this evening. Bowie in their gray tops, black pants, black letters, numbers, and white trim. Black helmets, easily my favorite uniform they have. And Akins in their navy tops, their white pants, and the gold letters, numbers, and white trim, white helmets. And Blake Travis able to get back into it and then take the lead again against Dripping Springs, up 31-24 in the fourth quarter.
Are these your favorite jerseys because you can see the numbers as clear as day?
It's kind of helpful when you're calling a game to be able to see the numbers. Yeah, that's helpful. I agree. 1st and 10 now at the 28-yard line of the Akins Eagles after the Boudouin long run. Thomas gets the carry, and he is swallowed up. Actually, he'll lose about a yard on the play. And we haven't seen that much in this game from the running game for Bowie. It's been pretty much whatever they like to do. Couldn't find any room.
Nope. That's because Peter Guerra, the linebacker, number 20, comes in, makes a good tackle.
Clock runs, 2nd and 11. It'll be a handoff. Here's Boudouin again, breaking it back in at the 25. It's tripped up and falls down at the 23-yard line.
I like the lean, though. The lean, getting Boudouin 6 on that carry. Coming near side, does off tackle D. Nothing fancy at this point. Coach Brandon just going to say, hey, let's play fundamental football. Take some time off the clock. Boudouin coming off the field far side, and Thomas back onto the field, number 33.
Matthew Martinez out left, along with Hadley. Now Martinez in motion. Handoff, though, left-hand side. Here is Thomas again, and he sprints into the end zone. Left corner. Touchdown Bulldogs from 23 yards out. And Thomas now has 6 after Boudouin got in from 4 yards out in the third quarter.
Good-looking sophomore. Oh, my. Near side to us, couple of shakes. Not only was the first down picked up, but then hits the Jets and sprints to the front pylon on the left side in the west end zone. And Brandon Thomas, another end zone.
I don't know if it's happened this year. I don't remember it happening, and I don't know how often it does happen that 2 brothers score touchdowns in the same game. Rushing. Braylon able to do it. 46 yards out.
Yes.
23 yards out. And the extra point is up and good. 11:25 left in this fourth quarter, and now Bowie has a 70 spot on the board. It's blanked Akins up to this point. This is Bowie Bulldog football.
Do you have an aging parent or grandparent who needs health care at home? Robinson Creek Home Health and Hospice can help. Our skilled, compassionate healthcare staff treats patients right where they want to be, in the comfort of their home. Robinson Creek offers personalized programs including cardiac care, wound care, diabetes and medication management, orthopedic care and therapy, as well as hospice care. We're a local, female-owned company committed to doing things right. Visit rchomehealthhospice.com today.
Rudy's Barbecue is a proud sponsor of Bowie High School football. Be sure to stop by your local Rudy's or Rudys.com to place an order for their real Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. And don't forget, Rudy serves made-to-order and grab-and-go breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m.
10:17, and the clock is running now without the ball being kicked. And it's going to be fielded at the 1-yard line. Here for the Akins Eagles, Lopez bringing it up, and then he's brought down from behind at around the 9-yard line. Good tackle on special teams. Derek Neptune again making a big stop. And it'll be the Eagles 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line, and the clock stops at 10:02. So it's not a running clock as we originally thought.
Really good open field tackle on the kick.
Yes.
By Derek Neptune, the junior defensive back.
I'll get into 25-16, what's going on there. It's very important to translate the possibilities.
The probabilities.
We'll see. It's possible right now. Under 10 to go, and it'll be a handoff right-hand side as Gonzalez stays in at quarterback. And run by Torrey Haywood.
Nick Beavers
loses 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 12. Sorry?
Nick Beavers, number 41, almost had the ball carrier in the backfield. Good effort by these Bowie Bulldogs on defense as well as offense.
70-0 lead for Bowie. Most points they've scored all year. They've scored 64 against Del Valle as their next most. Pass out right-hand side. Gonzalez, the intended receiver this time. It's incomplete. That'll bring up a 3rd down.
Same play that got first down yardage in the first half. The reverse pass to the quarterback. Great job by Colin Rice, number 50. He, the left defensive end, could not get to the pass thrower, but got his hands up and knocked the ball down. Great defensive play.
8:45 and counting down left in this fourth quarter. And a little motion here by the Eagles. And we'll see if there's a neutral zone infraction possibility here. I don't think so. Nope. It's against the Eagles. Boy, that is a horrible mic.
No windscreen on the mic.
So, by-district playoff scenarios starting to take shape with 3 games remaining. And you can turn your mic off now if you'd like.
He's working
John.
on it.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, now there's your whistle too. Deep in their own end zone now. The Eagles will let it fly. And down the left sideline, it is caught by 16. Of course, he had the ball to start out this game at the very beginning. We don't know who that is because he's not on the roster. But he got the reception down the far sideline, and he's bounced out of bounds at the 43 to breathe some life into this Eagle offense, which has been dormant.
Well, it wasn't bad coverage. That was a great pitch and
pass.
catch. Yeah.
Yep. Torrey Haywood in there, but it is quarterback A.B. Gonzalez who has it now, and he'll run with it. And he can't because they're going to stop the play because there's a flag against the Eagles, more than likely.
Yes.
Ball, the flag in the backfield. 7:49 left in this fourth quarter. Manor in Vista Ridge playing in the fourth quarter. As far as we know, it's still a 14-point lead for Manor in that one, up 41-7. And if that score holds, then that could throw a wrench into things as far as how we drew out the blueprint of what the matchups could look like in by district with 26-6A taking on 25-6A. I'll tell you that here in a second. Two receivers right, one left-hand side handoff here for the Eagles. Finally, some room. Haywood has it, and he'll get there midfield inside there to the 49-yard line of Bowie, and 2 yards shy of the first down. On a 4th and 16 play, it's now 2nd and 2. And the Eagles up tempo.
Well, they're trying to catch this Bowie defense off guard. They've gotten 2 positive plays in a row, and now across midfield to the 49 of Bowie go the Eagles.
Under 7 to go now. Gonzalez out of the pistol, hands it off to Haywood again. Haywood goes left-hand side. He trips up a little bit, and then he is met and then drugged back and won't go anywhere. Drew Jackson in on the initial hit, and then you just had a sea of gray come in and drive Haywood back.
A great effort here. Still on the Bowie defense, D. Hansen.
Gonzalez quickly to the line now. 2 receivers right-hand side. That's the long side of the field, 1 left. Eagles now run the football. And Haywood has it, and he gets a yard. And that's as far as he'll go. Shy of it by 1. So it's 4th and 1.
Great defensive pursuit left side by the Bowie defensive line.
Series 18 games played has 5 shutouts in it, all of course by Bowie, who's never lost in this series. 07, 08, 2011, 2012, and 2020, 2 years ago. 2 receivers right, 1 left-hand side, keeper by Gonzalez. It'll find the edge and the first down. Far side sideline, he'll go out of bounds inside the 45 to the 44-yard line to move the chains.
Far side run, as mentioned by A.B. Gonzalez, and he turns that corner to get just enough for a first down. Tack on a few more yards, though.
How much pride does the defense here for Bowie have? I mean, do they really want to shut out?
Absolutely. However, to play this last 5 minutes tough against a first-team offense in your district is still going to bring valuable experience.
Pistol once again. Play action. Throw out left-hand side. Gonzalez is intercepted at the 22-yard line. The far side of the field. The Bulldogs get the turnover once again in this matchup. Drew McGilton, senior DB,
so we got him back.
INT.
You got me for a long gainer. Now I got you back in a great adjustment by the corner on the far side. As you mentioned, number 20, Drew McGilton. And Drew looked up and said, this ball is much mine as it is the Akins Eagles. And he snatches it out of the night sky, and now the ball goes over to the Bulldogs. 4:47 left in the 4th.
Third turnover of the game forced by Bowie. They have one of their own, and though the first INT, the 10th of the season for the Bulldogs.
5th quarter?
And with that being now 19 forced turnovers on the season, with 2 games remaining still, a handoff goes left-hand side. Past the 25 to the 26, near the 27-yard line here, the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have now equaled the total number of turnovers they forced last year. 19.
Oh, ahead of schedule. That's good.
It was a banner year for the defense.
Who lost a lot of very good players.
Yeah, that's my point.
And then they reloaded quickly. And just love the effort.
So I'll get into the math here in a second about Cedar Ridge, Manor, and Vista here in a second.
Professor Hansen.
In a second. All the credit goes to Craig Way. 2nd and 6.
Like a
handoff on the run once again is Thomas.
Number 27, Jaden Boudouin.
Nuksu Boudouin. And that will bring up a 3rd and around 4. Essentially, Bowie is on course to take on Vandegrift in the first round.
Right.
If you don't have to take on the Vipers, It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, right.
It's not a bad thing. The only way that they don't take on the Vipers is if Manor gets in the mix, as they are not in the scenario right now. Now, if Manor beats Vista Ridge by more than 13 points, so they lead by 14 right now, then because of the point rule stuff, that gets Manor, Vista Ridge, and Cedar Ridge all in this three-way tie that could upset the balance of the enrollment and how it plays into who goes to Division I, Division II. Last run is not enough for a first down. Bowie forced a punt. So Cedar Ridge wins the McNeil game, and Manor beats Vista Ridge, and then Vista loses to both Vandy and Round Rock. It comes down to a three-way tie and a points tiebreaker. All that stuff can happen, obviously.
Because of more than 13.
All that can happen.
Because of more than 13 points.
That's the 13 is it.
So is that lucky or unlucky?
We'll see. But one thing is for certain, Vandy would go up to Division I in a really high snapback, and it is
covered well.
Collected. Noah Gill punting it away, and it is a good one. And it will be touched up on the near side sideline at around the 18-yard line. A lot of pushing and shoving towards the end of that one.
Yes, good punt. Given the fact that the snap was very high and the ball was kicked quickly, that is a great flipping of the field by the Bowie Bulldogs.
Should be the final drive of the game at 2:01 left.
The fifth quarter?
You would think. Well, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Over to Waterloo we go.
There we go.
Off of Escarpment and Slaughter.
ABBA with the song back.
Eagles, first and 10.
Go to.
You're not thinking Dancing Queen, are you?
No, Waterloo.
Oh, yeah. 2 right, 2 left. Haywood.
I got a laugh out of this guy.
Right-hand side here is a run by Gonzalez before he is waylaid at the end of that play. And Michael Villarreal in there on the stop.
Yeah, great defensive pursuit. Looked like A.B. Gonzalez could have slipped out of the side door near side to D and myself, who realizes that ABBA does have a song called Waterloo, as opposed to only Dancing Queen. And
well, no, I knew they had more songs than other than Dancing Queen.
Okay. And the Bowie defense coming up with a great stop near side to us. 1:18 on the clock.
Back to pass Gonzalez now. Now will have to be forced to run. Goes out left-hand side, then pitches it out of nowhere. The Eagles just trying all kinds of different ways to get the ball down the field. And that is Lopez who got a hold of that. But it'll bring up a third and around 8 to go. Clock runs at under a minute to go.
That was a shifty move not to take the sack, but the shovel pass was dangerous.
At this point, who cares? I mean, you're down 70 to nothing. What's going to happen? You're going to lose the football in the game?
Okay. Good pressure again.
And now we have a quick switcheroo, and I think that was intended to be a pass. And then keeping it was Jalen Lopez, and he's all over the place. And then finally, he is brought down until he gets maybe a first down.
Possibly.
And I can't believe there aren't any flags in that play. Imagine there's going to be a block in the back at some point. There's all kinds of things going on. And that should be the final play of the game unless the Eagles try to get one more off with 7 seconds to go.
Oh, this ball is going to get launched.
Oh, yeah. Just launch it downfield. Gonzalez back now. Final play of the game for the Eagles. This one tipped around and incomplete near midfield, and that will do it. Not a lot of doubt from start to finish. The Bowie Bulldogs take care of business as the away team on their home field here at Berger against Akins, 70-0. We'll take a break when we come back. We'll wind things down here from Berger as the Bowie Bulldogs get the victory with 2 games to go in the regular season. This is Bowie Bulldog football.
Are you looking for high-quality, compassionate health care for your aging parent or grandparent? Robinson Creek Home Health and Hospice can help. We offer a variety of home health and hospice care services, all administered in the comfort of home. Our skilled, knowledgeable nurses and therapists help your loved ones recover and manage their conditions. And in most cases, our services are 100% covered by Medicare. We're a local female-owned company committed to doing things right. Visit rchomehealthhospice.com today.
At Brave Care, we provide primary and urgent care tailored for kids ages 0 to 21. We do everything from regular checkups, sports physicals, and 24/7 support from our nurses by chat or over the phone. We even offer x-rays so you don't have to wait hours at the ER. Our Brave Care Clinic is located conveniently in Circle C between the two child development centers. We offer same-day appointments 365 days a year so we can always fit into your schedule. Find us at bravecare.com and through our Brave Care app.
Rudy's Barbecue is a proud sponsor of Bowie High School football. Be sure to stop by your local Rudy's or Rudys.com to place an order for their real Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. And don't forget, Rudy serves made-to-order and grab-and-go breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m.
Are you looking for high-quality, compassionate health care for your aging parent or grandparent? Robinson Creek Home Health and Hospice can help. We offer a variety of home health and hospice care services, all administered in the comfort of home. Our skilled, knowledgeable nurses and therapists help your loved ones recover and manage their conditions. And in most cases, our services are 100% covered by Medicare. We're a local female-owned company committed to doing things right. Visit rchomehealthhospice.com today.
At Circle C Orthodontics, Dr. Fidel Del Toro and Dr. Jonathan Kimes love making beautiful, healthy smiles. Utilizing the latest advances in technology and techniques, the team at Circle C Ortho can help you look better and feel better too. Their practice philosophy focuses on patient-centered, personalized care. They take the time to get to know you as a person, not just a set of teeth or braces. Circle C Orthodontics, no referral needed. All insurance plans welcome and affordable payment options available. More information at austin-braces.com, 512-394-0930.
Looking for the best brunch, lunch, dinner, or happy hour spot? Look no further than your neighborhood Waterloo Ice House. With 4 locations across Austin, we've been serving up cold drinks and made-from-scratch food for locals, newcomers, and families alike since 1976. Get a taste of original Austin with great food and good vibes. With our patios, playscapes, big screens, daily specials, breakfast all day, and more, we've got something for everyone. See locations, menus, and more at WaterlooIcehouse.com. Waterloo Ice House, where neighbors become friends.
Do you have an aging parent or grandparent who needs health care at home? Robinson Creek Home Health and Hospice can help. Our skilled, compassionate healthcare staff treats patients right where they want to be, in the comfort of their home. Robinson Creek offers personalized programs including cardiac care, wound care, diabetes and medication management, orthopedic care and therapy, as well as hospice care. We're a local, female-owned company committed to doing things right. Visit rchomehealthhospice.com today.
All kinds of things happening in 26-6A. Most importantly, here at Berger, it's a 70-0 win for the Bowie Bulldogs, who scored the most points of that Akins has given up this season. Previously, it had been the 67 that they gave up against Dripping Springs a couple of weeks ago. And so the Bulldogs get the victory, and the most important aspect of this, Steve, is what you hope to accomplish before the season even starts. It's a whole business of playing these district games is to make it to the playoffs, and that's something that Bowie has done once again, the second time in the past couple of seasons after missing out in 2020. And the Bulldogs with the victory, now 7-1 on the year, 5-1 in district play, and 4-1 here at Berger. Jeff Abel's now 147 wins against 84 losses, and Bowie now has won their last 3 and make the playoffs. They had a 13-year playoff run that was broken up in 2020, and now they've gone back-to-back times. And last year, making it to regionals, hoping to at least get that far once again this season. But first things first, enjoy and relish this victory against Akins.
Yeah, and a well-played game all the way up and down the roster, D. And you saw plays being made by the first team. We wondered about Max Barnes, he didn't have any touchdowns last week. Well, he says, listen, I'll make up for it. I'll throw 4 on the board this week. Nehemiah Smith-Livingston having 2 touchdowns from 2 perfectly thrown passes from Connor Kenyon. You see the brothers, Thomas and Brandon and Braylon, having touchdowns. Boudouin, excuse me, number 27 getting into the end zone. It's just a lot of fun. You saw interceptions and takeaways. You saw kick coverage recoveries on a kickoff, interceptions again. I think this was a complete game because you're going to need these types of efforts playing the teams that Bowie will see from here on out in the rest of the season 2022.
Including next week.
Yes.
And the always much anticipated matchup against the Westlake Chaparrals, the number 2 team in the state, number 11 in the country, will be the 4th and final Thursday night edition of Bowie football here at Berger. So a short week for both. And Westlake taking care of Austin High earlier on tonight. Last time we checked, it was at the 59-0 range, and that one always anticipated matchup between those 2 schools, and we'll see how it goes. But Bowie, again, gets the victory here tonight, their 3rd straight win, and now into the playoffs. So some other scores for you. Westlake, with 2:22 left, has the identical score against Austin High, 70-0. And Dripping Springs, last time we checked, had the lead and apparently won the game against Lake Travis at Cavalier Stadium 38-31. They were down at one point, 17-10, roared back, actually took the lead 24-17. They went back and forth a little bit. In fact, Lake Travis won, actually had the lead at one point as well, late 31-24, but Drip with 2 unanswered scores takes the win.
Wow.
At Cavalier Stadium.
Heck of a 25-6A season. Will be well represented in the playoffs.
Yeah, and Westlake looks like, if all things hold, and of course still play the games, but they've already taken on Lake Travis and Drip and won both of those games and sit undefeated at 6-0 in district.
Tough team.
Well, clearly.
Tough team.
Yeah.
Man, wow.
But, and for the first time in forever, they are more than likely going Division I. So they're going Division I.
Yes, this is good to get it out there.
They had about, I think, a difference of 41 in the attendance, so that's how that goes. Manor with the victory against Cedar Park, Vista Ridge. Nobody says Cedar Park, Vista Ridge. Against Vista Ridge, 21-7. The Mustangs, what they must need, they had to get that win to stay in the conversation, and they won by 14, which was over the 1 point over the plus 13 that they needed to do so
now what?
To throw Cedar Ridge, Vista Ridge, and Manor in a 3-way tie possibly if everything else goes according to plan as far as Cedar Ridge losing the games they should. And they're next week against Round Rock. Tough game for Cedar Ridge. They lost against Vandy last night. And then as long as they beat McNeil,
then
you have the 3-way tie. And when you have the 3-way tie, then you go into district wins.
And so scoring these points.
What is going on?
So scoring these points and the point
totally
difference
matters.
Totally matters.
And the biggest aspect
Does that
of that
mean Coach Todd Dodge was right?
As far as the aspect of how it impacts Bowie, is that it could upset the apple cart and keep Cedar Ridge from getting into the playoffs, move Vandergrift to Division I and Manor into Division II, and that means that Dripping Springs would take on Manor, and Vista Ridge would take on
Bowie.
Who Bowie took on earlier on this year, the first game of the season, and won that one 27-7. So that's how that rolls. Any final thoughts, Steve? I'm hungry.
Yes, and Professor Way did a great job. You as our TA, marvelous. You did well.
I mean for this game.
You did well. Now, to the game. A complete game played by Bowie. 4 quarters. Great to see that, especially hitting on all cylinders at this point in the season. I'm hungry too.
Okay. That's going to do it for
The Robinson Creek Healthcare and Hospice broadcast of Bowie Bulldogs football on the Vype Live Broadcast Network has been presented by Defender Police Supply, Brave Care, and Circle C Orthodontics. Bowie Bulldogs football on Vype Live has also been brought to you by the Carlson Law Firm, Top Gun Equipment Rentals, Womack Real Estate, Nance Orthodontics, McLean Family Dental, Firehouse Subs, Family Dentistry on Manshack, Dina Davis Team, Jersey Mike's, Specified Water Systems, UBEO, Princeton Review, Mighty Five, Chick-fil-A, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, Waterloo Ice House, Torchy's Tacos, More Than a Teacher, Golden Acres, Pie Bar, and Austin Community College. Bowie Bulldogs football has been a presentation of the Vype Live Broadcast Network.